Radio on the Fanatic app, watching live on YouTube, however you're consuming us this morning. Thank you very much. Happy Friday as we say good morning. In for Ray Dunn. And, you know, Ray's a big TV star now. He's on this afternoon because Bill is off. Let's say good morning to Brendan Dutz. What's up, Dutsy?
Good morning, Johnny. How are we on this great, fine Friday morning?
I'm great, Hair Jordan. And if you watch on YouTube, you know Dutz's hair. Today, I can tell you took special care in making sure it was extra combed. Do you use a hair dryer with your hair?
I do indeed. My mom's. It's got a pink attachment to it, too, but hey, it works. It works.
We say good morning to Sean Brace, Uncle Scam himself. Hi, Sean.
I'm going to skip the pink attachment part of that conversation, keep it moving. Dutz, welcome to the party. Turn the soundboard up so I can hit Hey Ray, Mike Schmidt. Everybody wants to hear the drop. But it's great. It's great to be here, John. It's a feel-good Yacht Rock Friday, hot out. And ladies and gentlemen, USA. World Cup, John.
Oh, I know. Everybody's talking about it. I can't get enough. It's not what we're going to talk about, but you had said it because you're dressed in a USA Soccer jersey.
Correct.
It's not a schmedium, but you are looking kind of jacked up in it.
XL, brah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You have an athletic build, and it's shown off on that.
You got it. You want to see my belly tattoo? We'll change your mind real quick on that.
So real fast, Dots. Homework assignment. Do you style your hair in the morning? Like
Yeah.
this morning you were blow drying your hair?
Correct, at 6 a.m.
So I need it. You need to record yourself doing it, and then we can play it on the show. Because you do have great hair.
That's so
Yep.
good.
Yep.
All right.
I honestly, I want to see that.
I do too. And if you don't, if
It's like
you
a large
don't know,
one, too. It's not like a normal blow dryer. It's like a...
it's a big one.
Yeah.
It's probably a $300 blow dryer.
Do you know how
Probably, yeah.
flamboyant he looks when he's doing that hair?
That's what I'm saying. It's just.
Yeah. Do you use the comb and then like?
No, so I get out of the shower, like, when I'm done doing everything else, like, I'll, like, take a towel and, like, spike it up, and then it'll stay like that for, like, 15 minutes, and then I'll just blow
And,
dry it.
and then you let it dry,
Yeah.
and then because that's how you get the great volume look
Yeah.
that you have.
And then you got to keep your head tilted to the left when you drive because you hit bumps. You don't want it to go the other way.
Dude, like we need to take a picture and get it. Like yesterday, I was Uncle Scam on the thing. We got to get a picture of him because people don't know.
Vito, can you get, for everybody that's not watching on YouTube, can you take a picture of Hair Jordan in
Yeah.
there so we can put it on our socials?
Oh my goodness,
Thank you.
that is tremendous.
All right. Enough for you today, Hair Jordan. Anyway. All right. So we were kind of talking about it yesterday. I don't know if, with the Phillies, I don't know if it did feel like Adolis Garcia's shoulder was, like we were expecting an IL stint. I didn't really know much past that. And a lot of people had said, well, he's hitting 195 anyway. It's like, yeah, but he's a good defender and he's a right-handed bat. And you look around what's on the Phillies and what's in their farm system, they might just be looking for a guy that can play right field defensively adequately. The bat's almost a bonus. They don't have anybody really that can do it. So the Phillies made a trade yesterday for Derek Hill. And, Sean, what was your favorite Derek Hill moment you were telling me about before the show?
Oh, huge Derek Hill fan. I mean, just remember that one time, and he was awesome in that game.
Is that his name? Is it Derek Hill? Or am I wasn't
right.
Derek Hill
Yes,
wasn't he a good baseball player, a first baseman? Or is that Derek somebody else? He was a Cub, too.
Derek Lee.
Derek Lee,
There
all right,
you
not
go.
Derek Hill.
There you go. Yes, Derek Lee. Be a lot cooler if we can get Derek Lee in there.
Anyway, so
yeah.
they traded for a player that can, a right-handed bat that can play a platoon with Gabe Rincones, who they're going to bring up. So you're going to get Rincones, who's a left-handed bat and is more athletic. He can play right field. He's got some pop. He had 18 home runs last year at Lehigh Valley. He's just coming back. He was injured. So he was thought of even 2 seasons ago in spring training. There was some talk that he potentially could be an impact bat in 2025 for the big club. He wasn't, and then this year so far. But yeah, so the Phillies have kind of looked at him. He's far from a great looking prospect. He does not have a high average, but he offers a little bit of something. They tried Reyes. He gave you some pop right off the bat. Then he gave you nothing. Otto Kemp has 2 hits this year. He's given you nothing. So now this is what they're going to try to do. And then you have Derek Hill, who can play right field, and he's a right-handed bat, and he's not going to embarrass you. And he's probably not going to do much other than that. And you wonder how long Garcia is going to be out for. To me, this feels like this isn't just 10 days and he's back. Going out and making a trade, and then it's like, all right, well, they're bringing Rincones up. Yep, he's going on the IL.
Yeah, one of my favorite follows for all things Phillies is Corey Nido. Does a great job, Corey_Nido, and he breaks down this deal. And he also talks about Derek Hill hitting 213, 659 OPS, and 80 at-bats this season. Fits right in, John. I know we were making that joke yesterday. Excuse me, as far as
fine line.
Yeah, these players that are coming in and a lefty bat and hitting under 200, they fit right in. But I think it comes back to the fact that we're going to be without Garcia out there and right for a little while.
I think it's going to be more than a little while.
Could it be the season?
Well, and I mean, I don't know if I want to call it a seasoner, but it certainly doesn't look like 10 days.
No,
the way that they're acting,
definitely not.
So then we'll see. We may even hear during the show today, but he wasn't giving you what you're looking for anyway. So you needed a right-handed bat. Now these guys aren't going to be. Maybe Rincones starts hitting the ball really well and he sticks, and then now you do have a platoon where you have a right-handed complement. And, Garcia comes back, and now he's splitting time with Rincones. But anyway, so here's my question, and this is for if you're listening out there and you ever text us on the Davis Honda text line or you do the voice memos, we invite them, please, Davis Honda text line. It's the same number as the regular phone number, 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. It's clear the Phillies need an impact bat. Do we agree? The Phillies need an impact bat. An impact bat is going to cost you your top prospects. So and we're not even close to the trade deadline right now, but in the summertime, things seemingly move fast. At some point soon, there's going to start to be a lot of talk about who the Phillies are going to get at the trade deadline. Sean Brace, is this team good enough that you're going to empty out your farm system to make a trade?
At this point in time where we sit right now on June 12th, I like a lot of what I've seen from this Phillies team. 37-31. We know what they have been as far as, or what they were with Rob Thompson and what they are right now, of course, with Don Mattingly. A whole different team. And it starts and ends with the starting pitching, right? They've been awesome. Those three horses at the top, 7-1, 7-2, 7-2. We went over those numbers yesterday with Luzardo, Wheeler, and, of course, Sanchez. Yes. John, I am all for, at this point in time of the season, the Phillies putting the bullseye on something big, right? Enough piecemealing this together, enough with the Band-Aid, enough with Derek Hills and those conversations and hoping to get Garcia back because he's really good and right. I'm with you. I understand that, but you talk about the depth. That's number one. Even if you get Garcia back, you're still hurting as far as depth is concerned. So if you go out and get an impact bat, if that guy is available, whatever you must do, make it happen. I will say this. I am a big-time proponent of the trade deadline. Deadlines get deals done. I love cliches. That is one of my favorite when it comes to trades. Name the league. Deadlines get deals done. So you don't know who's available, who's not. We're a ways away, and this team is putting it together, John. 37-31, there's a lot to like. August 3rd is a ways away, but if you tell me that they can go ahead and get X, whatever that player is, and he's an impact bat, and he checks all the boxes, righty.
Aiden Miller and his back's gone. Gage Wood's gone.
Do it.
Another top prospect gone.
I am all for it.
And they don't want Crawford and Painter because that's what a lot of people are going to say. Yeah, but trade them Crawford and Painter. Yeah, sure. You put yourself on the other end of that contract. And I know we're not even talking about a specific player because it's early. I could bring up a Buxton who has a no-trade clause, but you could potentially make a trade, and Dombrowski is known to have really liked him. So we can bring up different names, but let's just try to keep it generic. Mm-hmm. Are you willing? You're going to the trade deadline. It's clear they need an impact bat. Are you going for a top of market, let's trade everything, let's go? Because you can do a Bader and not do that. And Bader had a lot of impact last year.
True.
610-632-0975. I'm not.
Oh.
I would much rather see what happens this year with the team and then adjust, and because they need a real plan in the offseason other than Schwarber, Harper, Trey Turner, let's go. They probably need to break up the team a little bit. Not to like retool, but like you need to get different players. I think you need to change the dynamic of a team. If you can get a Bader at the trade deadline, which he did last year, you didn't give up a lot. That's good enough for me. And then you go out there. I don't want to get rid of Gage Wood. He's going to be a starting pitcher next year with the Phillies. It's too much value. And Aiden Miller and his broken, you may have to give up more because he's got a bad back. I'm not emptying the farm system. Now, if you told me it's this
Yeah.
Give me a right-handed outfield bat that it's like, yeah, I'll trade whatever for.
And of course, he's going to be a part of the formula moving forward.
The future and everything.
Correct.
Yeah, like that's a different story. But we're talking about best bat at the deadline. I don't know if I'm off. I'm not.
So Gage Wood is last year's Painter. That's where we're at with these conversations.
A couple years ago, Painter. But yeah, last year, Painter. Yeah, the Phillies weren't moving him. I'm not moving him. Nope. And they're not going to take Painter and Crawford.
Gage Wood would get some interest.
And by the way, Crawford not developing really at all and Painter not looking good is bad. That's the reason why you trade prospects, actually, the way these guys are doing. All right, we'll take your reaction. So Davis on the text line, phone line, 610-632-0975. Is this Phillies team good enough to warrant emptying out the farm system to make a trade? Something they're going to have to consider. Middays of Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Intelligent and honest conversation for your drive home. Unfiltered with
We know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's a rotation, but Tanner McKee, before this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner. This isn't about Tanner. But that's probably what I'm most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the field.
We're back. It is Middays. Marks, Brace, Dutz, Negative Nate back there. Austin Scott. Negative Scott. Austin Scott was a Penn State running back.
Yeah.
Austin Jones.
There you go.
Austin Scott. You remember Austin Scott?
Oh, yeah.
He was like great young Pennsylvania running back. And
Parkland.
Penn State. Parkland, yes.
He went. That's where that's where my wife went to high school. That's where Joe Fortenbaugh went to high school. Austin Scott might have played with Joe Fortenbaugh. Is that maybe?
Can you explain the 99.9% of the people who
Joe Fortenbaugh? Oh, come on, man. He was my media member of the year. He won my award for the best media member 2 years ago. You didn't know that? Oh, come on, man. That was 2023. He was unbelievable. You know who won it last year? Pablo Torre, if you care.
Nope.
All right. Anyway, so he is on ESPN. He's tremendous. He was a Daily Wager guy, really fixated on sports gambling. But he is so smooth. He does it all. He is an anchor. He does horse racing.
He worked for Nahagian out in San Francisco. He was their morning show host, and he left to go to ESPN.
And apparently he was a quarterback for Parkland many, many years ago.
So I didn't know you didn't know he had a football background.
Yeah, I don't know how good he was, but that's a pretty big school, man. That is just a monster of a school as far as numbers, enrollment is concerned.
Yeah. Well, when I was the starting quarterback at my high school, it was a much smaller school.
What'd you guys run? Wishbone?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my God! In 1994, yes, they were not a lot of. They weren't throwing it 30 times a game there. So
Wing T, Wishbone.
it wasn't that bad, but no. In middle school, we played. I was a defensive guard. People make fun of me all the time. It's an actual position. People literally had people call in and argue with me. I'm like, just Google it. Like, you think I'm making it up? I was a defensive guard on the 8th grade football team.
Man, you missed your mark, man. You would have NIL. You would have cashed in big time if you were.
I know when you look at me, you think lineman.
Did you wear the pads on your arms, on your forearms?
No, I would have had to play to wear the pads on the.
When I was in Pee Wee football, my mom, because I was all black and blue, and she bought me those big pads. But I was a wide receiver, John. You can't have those big pads if you're trying to catch a ball.
Bounce off. How would you drag your toe to make that catch over on the sideline in Pee Wee football? So the texts that we have coming in on the Davis Honda text line 610-632-0975 are here's one of them. That's a good one. With the uncertainty next year that's going on with the labor agreement, does that make you all right? So here's my question, because what it's saying is that you go for it this year because you don't know what the hell's going to happen after this year. Doesn't that make you more hesitant to do it? I don't push all my chips in because there may be a work stoppage next year. In fact, if anything, it makes me be like, all right, I'm going to go for it with kind of how I did it with Bader and in other years too. And if you don't win, now it's like, well, what are we doing? Is there a salary cap? What are we working with? Like, what's going to – so but then you still have Schwarber. You still have Harper. That doesn't change. You still have Sanchez. Really, the core of this team is set. It's just a matter of, are you trying to get rid of Trey Turner? I don't know if you can get rid of Trey Turner. Could you have gotten rid of Trey Turner in the offseason? I've heard people say that would have been a possibility. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. But if it doesn't work this year, I mean, don't you have to kind of try to fix it?
Well, I do want to say you said nothing changes because you got Harper and Schwarber. Something changes, and it's drastic. Those guys get older, especially if they don't play next year. We're talking about 2 years. Harper's what, 33 in October, 34? So he'll be 36 in 2 years. John, we're not seeing eye to eye on this one. I am all in on making a move. And I will also push back on myself from saying wait to the trade deadline. No, because there's too many teams that are getting involved. Too many teams that are trying to dance when it comes to the trade deadline with these extra wild cards. We heard about it with the Angels last year. It is now more important than ever than the Phillies to hit the gas pedal. If you think you have a legitimate shot at winning the World Series this year, competing for a World Series, do it. Do it. 37-31, John. This team took on new life with Don Mattingly. You got the starting pitching going. Don't allow these other teams to fool some of these, potential squads that have a big name that they can move. Like, no, we will entice you with some of our prospects. No, make the move now. That's where I'm at with this Phillies team. All in. You got to beat the Dodgers. That's where it starts.
Yeah, see, everybody's worried about the Dodgers. I'm less worried about the Dodgers.
Back-to-back World Series champions?
No, but you can't control that. They're going to be there. You could also not play them and they could lose. It's about matchups. I understand what you're saying, but you're never going to out-Dodger the Dodgers. You need baseball to be baseball. That's how you beat the Dodgers, which is it's October and they go cold in the series and you win. I don't know. I don't think you're going to be able to do anything to out-Dodger the Dodger. Dutz has got something to say. Hair Jordan.
But I'm with Brace. You said before that if it doesn't work this year, you just go in the offseason and you look at it again. When you and I did Philly baseball talk, the number one thing that all of us said, including yourself, was that the Phillies are strong on themselves because they have Trey, they have Bryce, and they have Schwarber now. That's three big contracts. So I don't really know what more work you could do. And you're talking about the core. We got to talk about Zach Wheeler. You can't waste how many years you have left to him, which you don't know how many you have left because obviously retirement's a big factor. So I don't wait. I push all my chips in now, whether that's a Buxton, whoever else, you have to push it in now. This is not the same conversation we had last year, which is, okay, we can't trade in Miller because he's a top prospect. He's young with a chronic issue. That's not going to get better over time. So I push the chips now and I get whoever I need to get.
But the other teams know that too, which means you're going to have to give up even more. They just don't. They don't have the prospects.
That's fair.
They don't. And like I'm good. Like, okay, obviously the devil's in the details, right? If we're talking about like a Byron Buxton, who he's a good player, he's not a great player. He's affordable because he's making, what did we see, $15 million?
For 2 more years.
For the 2 more years. So he's under club control. But his value, and he does have a no trade clause. Let me just say that because everybody's going to say he's got a no trade clause.
He'll have to waive it, right?
He would have to waive it. But you would have to give up so much more than the player's actually worth because you're getting him as an affordable starter next year. So not only are you getting a player that clearly improves you, for sure, he's got an injury history, and he has an affordable contract going forward. That's worth more than Aiden Miller and Gage Wood. That's other prospects, too. And don't give me I'll throw in Andrew Painter and Crawford. You have to still give up the top prospects to do that.
Yeah.
And for a guy like Buxton, you look at him this year. He has 20 home runs, and he's batting .256. You think you're getting that guy for – I don't even know if you have enough in your farm system to get this guy.
Yeah.
With what it is.
See, now, I would imagine that he's one of those guys that won't be dealt until the trade deadline because you're going to be able to seduce some of these teams and get a huge package. Huge.
I know you only for a huge package will you wait.
I like feeling it in my hands. Yes. A little bit of that. Hey, look, I remember these names, Buxton coming up. I feel like we've been talking about him being traded. What was the kid from, or the guy from the White Sox, ended up going to the Mets, Luis Roberts. Like, these same names, Joe Adele from the Angels.
Buxton's been, this is his 12th year with the Twins. I feel like that I've had this discussion 5 times with Buxton. He had 35 home runs last year, batted .264, 20 home runs, .256. A lot of people say he doesn't want to be traded, and there obviously has to be something to that if he's saying that. But I don't even know if you have enough to trade for this guy. So if you don't have enough in your farm system to trade for him, now you're talking about not a Bader, but a bigger name than Bader. I'd rather have Bader than give up Gage Wood and Aiden Miller for this guy.
Yeah.
Luke Arcadia from Crossing Broad.
Oh, anytime we're talking Phillies, his ears go up.
What's he going to say?
He's been busy. I know he does a lot of stuff with Jaws' golf courses. I know he's down at the stadium a lot. He was rocking out with Jaws and Sal Pal last night, Dan Vladar.
Oh, no one's more of a party animal than Sal Pal.
He was there.
Must have been a good time. Luke, what's up, buddy?
What's going on? Speaking of that, I'm actually over at Ron's golf outing today, celebrity golf outing. Took a quick break. It's a steamer out here, so this is a nice little air conditioning break.
Who's the biggest celeb? Give us top 3, top 2. Who's the biggest celeb playing?
So the morning outings. So there's one at 7:30, one at 1 o'clock. The morning one.
Smart.
You got guys like Joe Flacco out there. A lot of the past retired Eagles are out there. Irving Fryer, Freddie Mitchell, those kind of guys. I believe Jason Kelsey and Landon Dickerson are both playing at 1 o'clock.
Really?
So those are sort of the big names for the 1 o'clock. Yeah, we've had Kelsey for a couple years now. He's a big supporter. But yeah, it's a good day. It's definitely a hot one down here, though.
Yeah, the one year, I think it was at Atlantic City Country Club where he had.
Yeah, so it used to be down in Atlantic City,
right?
At Blue Heron Pines, but
yes.
Yeah, now it's at Riverwinds over in
at his course. Yeah, no, because I remember because Flacco was there,
Joe Flacco,
and I remember talking to him, and he's got the South Jersey accent, and it's a really bad. Oh, it's worse than yours, Luke. and it's just like, dude, I forget he's a Delaware Valley guy.
Yeah.
It's honestly pretty hard for me to tell a South Jersey accent just because I'm used to hearing it, but he's one I can definitely hear it in his voice.
That's great. That's great.
All right. Yeah, and the details are kind of, first of all, do you expect this to be a more than a 10-dayer for Garcia? Are you hearing anything?
Nothing's really been out yet. I will say Dave Dombrowski has not made a ton of midseason trades for a guy that goes right on the roster, and that's the expectation. I can't say that this trade is a good thing for Adolis Garcia. Obviously, they got Hill from the Chicago White Sox. Hits lefties pretty well, I will say. I think this is a situation where sort of like last year, like end of July into August last year, they really ran with that platoon outfield, and it really worked for them the last 2 months of the year. I think if he does come up and Adolis has to be out for a little bit, I think he'll probably get some good run against lefties. But listen, that wasn't – it's never good to see somebody holding their shoulder in baseball. That's, one of the ones that isn't really avoidable. So nothing yet as of now confirmed, but I can't imagine it's, any less than a week at this point. I think it's probably my guess would be he probably heads to the 15-day IL.
Yeah. So, and we'll probably get details on that today because they'll need to make the corresponding roster move. So we'll find out maybe during Bill and Ricky. So short term, Dombrowski wisely moves and fills the void with Derek Hill, and then Rincones comes up from the minors. So now you have another left-handed bat, and you have Hill to be the right-handed complement to that. So I guess how that works could change the urgency or the level of outfielder that Dave Dombrowski's looking for. So you heard us talking about, is this the year to push in? Your farm system's not great. Unfortunately, Aiden Miller hasn't played yet this year, but Gage Wood looks really good. Would you trade your top prospects, which aren't many, to try to get an impact bat?
I mean, this is the same trap we fall into every year, right? It feels like there's. Listen, I've been writing about the Phillies for 7 years. I wrote about Byron Buxton in July for 7 straight years. It's never happened. But yeah, I mean that would obviously probably be the name. But the thing about Buxton is every year it comes around. There's rumors about him leaving, and then it's out that he doesn't want to leave and he wants to stay and he's going to stay. That it just doesn't seem like anybody ever gets a deal close with the Twins for Buxton. So other than that, once again, this is a weird year. There hasn't been a ton of good right-handed outfield production. There hasn't been for a couple years now. I mean, obviously, if you want to go with the big name, the big one's Trout. And it's kind of in the same boat as the Buxton. It feels like the rumors are there every year. Every year in June, we do the Mike Trout, the Philly thing. He doesn't leave L.A. It's tough because it's kind of just like that same group of guys as it is every year. I think, unfortunately, it'll probably be more of a role player kind of bat. Just because I don't think there's going to be a ton of big name outfield bats moved to the deadline.
Nope, probably not. And if you look at Buxton, honestly, Luke, I don't think they have the prospects to get it done. He's under contract for 2 years after this year, making $15 million a year. So when he gets traded, if the Twins decide at age 34 they're not going to re-sign him and he's going to be a free agent, and then he says, okay, well, trade me at the trade deadline. Or next year at the trade deadline, trade me because if you're not going to re-sign me, then it's a good idea to get value for me right now. So I agree with you. I don't think Buxton's going to be the case, and it probably is going to be a platoon bat. Yeah. So you bring up Trout, and it's great because people. I think it's almost like you had said. You write about the same thing every year. At what point do people realize he don't want to play here? He doesn't want to play baseball here. It doesn't mean that he doesn't love the area and doesn't love going to Eagles games. I think Mike Trout likes going to Starbucks at 9 o'clock in the morning in Anaheim, and no one knows who the hell he is or nobody cares, and he can drink. Do you imagine what it would be like for him here? Anywhere he goes out to Wawa, people going crazy. So he can stay. He doesn't want to do it. He can stay out there. It's not a good match, obviously.
I completely agree. I think it's been made pretty obvious that if Mike Trout, one of the best baseball players I've ever watched, truly wanted to be traded, he wouldn't be on the Angels anymore. He has the full power to leave that organization basically whenever he wants. And the fact that he hasn't done it, I think it's pretty telling, especially when he has the chance to come home to his hometown team that has had a hole in the outfield for 6 to 9 years. I think we do the same thing every year with Trout that we do with Buxton, right? We think it's going to happen. These Bleacher Report, ESPN mock trades come out and they get everyone excited. And then on August 2nd, it's Mike Trout staying in Anaheim. It's the same thing every single year. But once again, my gut tells me right now that it's going to be more of a platoon-like bat rather than it's going to be a big name.
I can imagine that's probably going to be the case as well. 12 years, $426 million contract Mike Trout signed back. It's up to 12 years, 2019 to 2030. How about that? So still got some time on that contract.
A lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
This weekend, I'm not feeling great, Luke. Tonight, The Miz against Andrew Painter. I don't know, it's just one of these series that you feel like, all right, Philly's been on a good roll, and then they start the series off with going against one of the best, if not the best starting pitcher in the league. I'm excited. We were talking about this before the show. I'm excited just to see him pitch. I don't know how many times I've actually seen him pitch for an extended period of time. You know, I'm not watching a lot of Brewers games typically.
Really?
No.
Yeah, he's exciting, man. He is exciting to watch. The Phillies did face him once last year. I believe Harper took him yard last year.
Ooh,
but
look at that.
He is a fun guy to watch pitch. It feels like every pitch you watch is just like 115 miles an hour going right at him. Not gonna lie, I think the Brewers definitely have the upper hand in the game tonight. The Andrew Painter thing, the last couple starts, it's just, I mean, really the whole season has just been very up and down.
Yeah.
There's games where you feel like he's starting to find it. He had that, 3-game stretch where they got him out after the 5th inning, and you were starting to maybe see the confidence, and then he got lit up in his last start. He got lit up in L.A. It's just been – it's been up and down, and I don't think it's going to get easier. The Brewers have been hitting the ball. They're a really good team. And it's funny because, every offseason they go out and they trade a guy that you're like, how are they going to fill this hole?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even notice it, and then they just fill the hole, and middle of June, they're 15 games over 500. They're, games up in the NL Central. It's just, I don't know what the Brewers are doing up there in Milwaukee. Listen, they're never going to win a World Series anytime soon, I don't think. They're just one of those teams that's always going to be good. But every year you just look, and they're somehow just 12, 13, 14 games over 500 wherever you look at the standings.
Yeah, I think it starts with that manager. I think he's really good, Pat Murphy. Really good. Again,
You're a Pat Murphy fan?
I am a Pat Murphy guy.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a little personality, and they win out in Milwaukee.
They do.
He's right. Look, who else did they move?
do.
They moved Peralta this offseason. I know they moved somebody else, too.
Well run,
They just moved every year for the past 3 years. They've moved a big name in the offseason, and you're like, why do they do that? And then they fill the hole, and they're back to 15 games over 500 again.
All right, Luke, great stuff, buddy. Get back to the golf tournament.
Stay cool, man.
Yeah, stay cool. Put some ice in your trousers.
I appreciate you guys.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Ice in the trousers does not work. Number one,
I don't know.
Number one, it's going to melt. All right,
Get
and
wet.
now you just got wet pants. All right, now cold wet pants too. And now you got to explain that.
No, I don't.
You need the towel. That's what you need. That that wet towel around.
There you
the back.
go. All right. I didn't know you were also so. Just if you're keeping track at home, Sean Brace, huge Spurs fan,
Huge Spurs fan.
and a big Brewers fan
Pat
too.
Murphy, huge diehard Pat Murphy. Got a jersey.
So if you watch tonight, look for Billy the Brewer sliding down the slide, followed by Sean.
I would kill to do that. I would kill to do. Didn't somebody get hurt sliding down? Somebody got hurt sliding down that slide.
I could find.
I remember that. Yeah. Tonight, real quick, DK showing minus 251 for the Brewers. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough spot for the Fightins. But at the same time, you never know. Get them out of the park. They're hitting the ball well. They took 2 or 3 against a really good Blue Jays team. Interesting to bring up Bryce Harper's name there. Let's mark the tape for Luke Arcani. Plus 542 to go yard tonight.
See, I have plus 510 at the Bet Parks app, so that's a better bet.
There you go. Let's check out real quick the pitcher props. What do you think his strikeouts are for tonight? Miz.
9.5.
You think he gets double digits against this lineup?
Yes.
I do too.
Yes. I do not think this is going to be. This is going to be one of these Phillies games where the Phillies get beat, and we like watching the game anyway. If you're a real baseball fan, I'm excited to see the Miz pitch.
Yeah, look, he obviously with the numbers that he throws, the over 3 digits, 100 miles per hour, and we went over.
He throws more pitches over 101 than under 100.
It's just stupid.
It's almost impossible.
It's really ridiculous that you can go ahead and our closer's able to do it too, right? And you see it when he gets in there how difficult it is to just catch up to that off speed. Yeah, you might be able to time that fastball, but good luck if he throws you something slider or breaking ball. You're guessing.
Yep.
I'm excited for tonight. This is a good series. Look, the Brewers are. Do they have the best record in baseball?
Do they really?
Braves.
No.
yeah, the Braves.
Yeah. My bad.
Thank you, Tuts.
Yeah, Braves do.
All right.
I said, do they? I did not say they did. So do they? Braves 45-23.
So back to the Trout conversation real fast, and it's one of the biggest missed opportunities from like a fan perspective. Like Mike Trout doesn't want to do it, then that tells me all I need if Mike Trout doesn't want to do it. But think about it. If Trout said, "Yep, I want to come home," you know how big that would be. Even now, where he's been hurt for a couple of years, you know how big a story and a big deal that would be. And the first time he comes to the plate, now batting for the Phillies, right field. Where would he play? Left field. Left fielder Mike.
Center, no?
I don't know if you need him playing center field. But yeah, like he can play wherever. Outfielder Mike Trout.
Yeah. Let's go, Mike. Yeah.
It'd be unbelievable. Why doesn't he want to play here?
16 years out there, man.
Why doesn't he want to play here?
He knows Philly. He knows what we're
So
like.
he doesn't want to deal with it. He likes when I say he remains anonymous.
Yeah.
I will always get people that message me and be like, "You sound like an idiot saying that." It's like Mike Trout can go to Target in Anaheim and no one's going to say anything to him. It's the possibility no one says anything to him.
Correct.
He might be the best. He's one of the best baseball players of his generation. He's a Hall of Famer.
Correct. 16 years already with the Angels.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just not happening, and I wish it would. I wish it would.
So coming up at 11 o'clock, Jake Brown, he's a noted New York podcaster. I've known Jake for a while now. He was crying after the Knicks won. Someone came up and interviewed him. He was crying after they won game.
About Wemby? He was crying about Wemby?
No, well, probably. But he was very emotional. We'll play that for you, and then we'll look at game. Is this the game? Is this it tonight? Series over tonight? They losing in 5? Dutz thinks that the Knicks lose tonight. 610-632-0975. Your phone calls coming up. We'll play Jake Brown's crying after the game, and then we'll talk about the finals coming up. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Hey, but first, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this Sunday, I want to see you June 14th at Tradesman for a soccer block party in Center City. Tradesman's is a great spot, great food, trust me, and of course for Modelo match nights, all 4 to 6 p.m. this Sunday, $5 Modelo drafts all event long, plus giveaways courtesy of the U.S. men's national team and 97.5 The Fanatic, plus Modelo with the John Paul's Ball. Is there any place you'd rather be this Sunday than Tradesman's down in Center City from 4 to 6 p.m.? Come on now. So that's all you got to do. Check out 975thefanatic.com for all the details. Any questions, hit me up via socials at Sean_Brace. Once again, this Sunday, come on out. I'm bringing a crew. Beef's rolling with me. A Beef. Hair Jordan might come. John Marks might roll. This Sunday, Tradesman's 4 to 6 p.m. in Center City for Modelo Match Nights. For details on future Modelo Match Nights, visit 975thefanatic.com. And as always, Modelo Match Nights presented by Modelo and The Fanatic.
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
They say this is about competitive balance. Should we look at who's in first place right now? The Rays, big spenders. Guardians, they're big spenders. The Brewers, they're often confused with the Dodgers. The A's, until yesterday. Does that seem like a competitive balance problem? Ask the Mets. Okay, ask the Angels. Ask the Tigers and the Astros and the Red Sox and the Giants. They're all terrible. They're all in the top 12 in payroll. So it sounds good to say it's about competitive balance. I think you guys know this is not why these owners are doing this. And honestly, it's not even the biggest issue in their sport. Seriously, this is not a payroll disparity problem. It's a revenue disparity problem. Right now, as the sport works, there's just no path for the Pirates or the Guardians or the Rays to have anywhere near the revenues of the Dodgers. So that's got to be addressed. But it can be addressed with better revenue sharing, with taking that next big new TV deal and divvying up so that it addresses this stuff. And the one thing that I really love that the players proposed yesterday is that reverse luxury tax thing. It says you'd better spend your revenue sharing money or it's going to cost you. If your payroll is under whatever that bottom threshold is, you'll be taxed. Just like if you go over, it'll be taxed. These are the concepts that I think need to be explored, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of fighting to get there.
We know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's a rotation, but Tanner McKee, before this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner, but that's probably what I'm...
All right, we're back middays with Marks. I am John Marks. He is Sean Brace.
Hi.
He's Brandon Dutz. Ray's coming up at 2 o'clock.
Hey, Ray.
I saw he's a hard-hitting Twitter poll out already. I can't. This is going to be a dynamite segment on the show today.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that coming up later on the show.
Nice.
Real quick, John Kincade, and rightfully so, he said that was the worst Dan Baker impersonation I've ever heard, and he's one of the most frequently impersonated people in Philadelphia. And he's right. I started off trying to do it, and then I gave up.
I've criticized you with your Dan Baker because you claim you do a great Dan Baker. Now,
but a great Dan Baker doesn't mean it's good.
You did a great Dan Baker as you're getting up. Thank you. Because if you're going to give us a great Dan Baker, what do you have to do?
I have to cut my hams against the wall.
There it is. Yes, so there's more to it. Here we go.
What player do you need?
Give me Mike Trout. Let's make the trade.
Now batting for the Phillies, left fielder Mike Trout.
Yeah, much better.
Is it better?
Much better. Yeah, when you muffle it, that's when you get the real.
But you have to put in Dan really hit. It's like Harry Kalas used to do. He used to like when he says, and the Phillies now lead 8-6, not 8-6, 8-6. And Dan does the same thing with the way he will enunciate words that I've always heard from him. Left fielder.
That's it.
Love Dan.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a stank on it. Now, Dan Baker pukes a little bit. He's a puker, right? Like, and I mean it with all love and affection. He's a puker, PA announcer, and that's fine.
Yeah, like for example, you tell me that Mark, because you work with Mark Farzetta at the Wings games. And Mark's great.
Mark's unbelievable.
He's a little bit of a puker.
He's a throwback.
And that's a compliment when I say it. Not because a lot of times in radio you call some announcer a puker. It's certainly not a compliment. We're
correct.
using it as a compliment.
Yes. Look, you make your bones, and you got to have your ways about it. For instance, the PA announcer for the Knicks, as I'm hearing it with the NBA Finals, he goes, after everything's done, the lineups and all that announced, and let's play ball. Dude, that's a baseball term. We all know that. When did you start using and let's play ball?
Who did this?
The
I'm sorry.
Knicks. The Knicks PA announcer does it.
I was just actually talking to somebody about the Knicks PA announcer. I think he's old too.
Sure.
He's terrible.
He doesn't do anything.
And that's the word about it. But he's buddies with the owner.
I would imagine. Yeah, that's how you get the gig there. You got to be friends with Dolan. You got to swing a certain way. But I'm just like Farzetta, he's a throwback. He has that pukey vibe to him. Absolutely with you on that. I would say from Harry Kalas is more of like from the butt rock. You know what butt rock is?
Of course,
yes.
Butt rock is. Describe butt rock for us.
Well, it's the Fuel, the lead singer from Fuel.
Would Eddie Vedder is he a butt rocker?
Yeah, he's a butt rocker. Correct. I mean, who's your top three?
Even flow.
Eddie Vedder is a top 3 butt rocker, no doubt.
Yeah, well, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Is Sammy Hagar? No, Sammy's too good of Sammy's a great voice.
Yeah, Sammy can get there.
All right.
Butt rockers.
Do you like butt rock, Dutsy?
I don't know.
Dutz is 21, by the way. Butt rock.
It's like yarling is the word. Like, you got the raspy voice.
All right, so typically associated with bands such as Nickelback, Creed, and Three Doors Down.
Creed would be a great one.
Yeah, I like Nickelback. That's good. He's good.
You like Nickelback?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a guy named Nickelback or it's a group? Is the lead singer's name Nickelback or is that the name of the group? Because you called him Nickelback. I think it's a group. I don't know if he's Nickelback.
I don't know. But I've only heard
Nickelback stinks. You don't realize that you're not supposed to say that you like Nickelback. You never admit that you like
Chad
Nickelback.
Kroger is
Yeah. I knew his name was Nickelback.
Yeah, they're fine. I mean, they get hated on because it's popular to hate on, but they got some tunes.
Oh, yeah.
Never made it as a blind man.
They're so bad.
This is how you remind me.
So Yacht Rock next Friday, we do Butt Rock.
Butt rock.
Friday.
I like that. Yes, butt rock is just ridiculous.
All your favorite hits from Nickelback, Creed, Puddle of Mud.
Oh, Puddle of Mud is a good
Breaking
one.
Benjamin.
All right.
Disturbed.
Butt rock. Ooh, ah. Butt rock literally is northeastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That is Scranton in a nutshell. Butt rock is still what they listen to today with a little mix of some 80s hair glam, Poison, but like butt rock is Scranton. That's rock.
That's rock, man. You can have a rock station in Scranton that's people are going to listen to.
And Harry Kalas had a little butt rock to him, is my point.
Yeah, how did we start talking about butt rock? It's incredible. So Jake Brown is going to join us coming up. He's a longtime podcast host, and like he's a total dirtbag New York fan. And I say that with Jake, and it's an affectionate term. But he was so over the top with he was crying after the Knicks game, which I guess I can see because I did cry when the Phillies won the World Series. But he was
in 08?
Yeah.
You cried?
Yep, right after.
Where? Where'd you cry?
On the concourse at Citizens Bank Park.
You were there for the Game 5?
Yeah, we were broadcasting down there. I was working with Mike, so we were broadcasting. I went to the games in Tampa.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the only reason I would have been there. I certainly wouldn't have bought a ticket.
Were you at both games?
Yeah, I was in New York the following year, too. Yeah, I was at all those World Series games. It's unbelievable.
I worked post-game for 09 World Series. Think
Really?
about that.
Wow.
That's really when I was like, damn, I'm doing it. Look at me, Dad.
That was something.
Oh, God, yeah. It was me and Nick Kale.
All right. What do you think? What do you think of the game tonight? Is this a Spurs close them out?
No. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tomorrow. night.
Yeah. I was like, World
Well,
Cup.
no. They got the. Today's not Thursday. It's Friday. They got the extra day because of the travel.
Correct.
They got
It's
the
the
Thursday.
travel. Yes. You know where I'm at. I think that, yes, I'm still backing the Spurs.
Okay.
It's not done, Johnny.
Well, it's game to game at this point. Just because they win doesn't mean that they win the series,
That's
too,
it.
right?
It's about winning.
It's only game 5.
I'm not talking about winning 3 straight. I'm talking about Game 5 in San Antonio where they're 5.5-point favorites. Give me the Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Spurs line. The Knicks did not cover the other night, but I mean, geez, that game, that one hurts. And I could imagine blowing a game like that. Now the Spurs have recent championships to back up, so it's not like oh my God, we've never won a championship. But still, that's one of the all-time choke jobs ever.
I might have cried. If I was a Knicks fan, I might have cried after that. However, I am going to go at Jake if he cries about Wemby. I'm going to let you know right now because I am fired up.
Wembyama literally tried to murder.
Oh God.
Anunoby on the floor.
Are you doing that to provoke me? Because I was arguing with people at 7:00 this morning.
Well, no, he tried to rip out his ACL with his bare hands, and then he tried to kill him afterwards.
Knicks fans, you're up 3-1. You're going to win the NBA Finals. Shut up about Wemby. Shut up.
All right, we'll check in up in New York with Jake Brown. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks.
Hey, Sean Brace here for DraftKings Sportsbook. It's now live in all 50 states. Yes, that means, of course, us here in Pennsylvania. Now, the whole world is watching one tournament. You might have heard a little bit about it. My big take is this. If the World Cup started on the East Coast, we care, and there's a hell of a lot more buzz. But I digress. Putting that to the side, we got USA action tonight, taking on Paraguay, 9 p.m. DraftKings Sportsbook showing you the 3-way action. Give me USA to advance out of this group. You can get a nice number there. But, of course, for tonight's match, don't go with the draw. Go with USA plus money over at DraftKings Sportsbook. So check out what they have to offer because, like I said, right now in Pennsylvania, DK is live, the world's biggest stage, right in the palm of your hand. Now, here's the deal. New DraftKings customers, you can sign up with code FANATIC. That's important. Use promo code FANATIC so they know that you're listening, number one. But number two, you spend $5 and you get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code FANATIC in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Pennsylvania only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies get a right-handed bat. I'm Brandon Dutz, and this update is brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit themccombgroup.com. The McComb Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories. From pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands, count on the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit mccombgroup.com today. The Phillies have made a trade, acquiring Derek Hill from the White Sox in exchange for 2 prospects. In 53 at-bats this season, Hill posted a .245 average with the .789 OPS. Still no word on Adolis Garcia, but we'll keep you updated once we get more information. Phillies are in Milwaukee tonight, continuing their road trip with Andrew Painter taking the mound against Jacob Mizorowski. Steve Pfeiffer from Wisconsin Sports Daily joined Kincade and Salciunas earlier today to talk about the Miz.
The lingering question in the offseason was, can he be that guy when everybody's not watching him and paying attention to him? He came back this year kind of on a mission to prove to everybody that he can be that guy. He can be the leader of the staff and the future Cy Young Award winner.
Hurricanes took Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals and are now 1 win away from a Stanley Cup. Another team that's 1 win away from a championship, the New York Knicks, who will look to close things out tomorrow night in San Antonio. Reminder that you can listen to the game right here live on The Fanatic. This update is also brought to you by Bank of America. Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals. bankofamerica.com/game changers. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
Most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
plan to keep Joel? And can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
They say this is about competitive balance. Should we look at who's in first place right now? The Rays, big spenders. Guardians, they're big spenders. The Brewers, they're often confused with the Dodgers. The A's, until yesterday. Does that seem like a competitive balance problem? Ask the Mets, okay? Ask the Angels. Ask the Tigers and the Astros and the Red Sox and the Giants. They're all terrible. They're all in the top 12 in payroll. So it sounds good to say it's about competitive balance. I think you guys know this is not why these owners are doing this. And honestly, it's not even the biggest issue in their sport. Seriously, this is not a payroll disparity problem. It's a revenue disparity problem. Right now, as the sport works, there's just no path for the Pirates or the Guardians or the Rays to have anywhere near the revenues of the Dodgers. So that's got to be addressed. But it can be addressed with better revenue sharing, with taking that next big new TV deal and divvying up so that it addresses this stuff. And the one thing that I really love that the players proposed yesterday is that reverse luxury tax thing. It says you'd better spend your revenue sharing money or it's going to cost you. If your payroll is under whatever that bottom threshold is, you'll be taxed. Just like if you go over, it'll be taxed. These are the concepts that I think need to be explored, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of fighting to get there.
All right, this is a good one right here. This is a must on any Yacht Rock playlist.
Absolutely. Toto.
It's on my personal list.
Now, you know I got rained out last Saturday. I'm back this Saturday. Tomorrow. I'm all over the place this week.
So tell everybody where you are, because Uncle Jamie was actually going to come out, and then the weather. Now he was like, "I'm not going. It's going to rain," and then you got the word it's going to rain, and it did.
I got canceled. It poured. It sucked. But tomorrow I will be live at Canal Side once again in Manayunk, right off of Main Street. It's right across the street from Goat's Beard in Manayunk, right behind the ice cream store. Gabrielle's. You texted me the ice cream. I don't even know the name of it, but yeah, I think it's Gabrielle's.
Well, I Googled it, and then
But it's right there. It's a beautiful open air spot, Canal Side in Manayunk. Will be live at 6 p.m. and we have a blast. Great people there. So come on out, and that's tomorrow. Of course, big TV. We'll have the World Cup on, whatever.
Nothing but sunshine for tomorrow, so it's not good. No rain, according to iPhone at least.
A little blind melon for you. No rain. There you go. Then tonight with the Philadelphia Union up in Chester for the U.S. men's national team. So if you're looking for a place to go watch the game, I'll be live up in Chester tonight. And on Sunday, Tradesman's.
Look at you.
Big weekend for Uncle Scam.
Dress well. You have the hat. You have the Uncle Scam hat. You didn't wear the rest of the getup.
Well, I'm wearing the getup tonight.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm kicking the door in up Chester tonight.
Okay.
I'll be wearing it a lot over the next 38
You will be.
38 days.
Can you wash it, or is it because it looks like one of these?
I don't think I'm going to wash it.
I wouldn't.
No.
Might catch fire if you put it in the dryer.
I'm going to cut the legs off, or cut the pants.
Is it the same texture as you know how you go to the Halloween adventure store and you can get the costumes that you wear and throw out pretty much once? Is
Polyester, like nylon mix?
Right.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Looks good, though. Everyone loved it yesterday.
It was tight.
I thought the security might lock me up. They're like, who's this animal walking into a casino at 9 a.m. dressed like Uncle Sam? But,
All
good
right.
story.
Well, so check out Sean tomorrow night. And if you want to be a member of Club Hertz, will there be an information booth for Club Hertz there?
Club Hertz update coming up at 1 o'clock a little later.
And I have an update as well.
Oh, you do?
I do. A lot of clubs going on these days.
It's good.
Club Hertz. Club Hertz. All right, Jake's coming up here in a second. Jake Brown, who is he's a really, really annoying Mets fan. Really annoying. And I respect him. He's a legit fan. But he's, really annoying Met fan. And he's a really annoying Knick fan.
Correct. The New York across the board. But, put the Mets to the side because, they're not winning. The Knicks, though. Jake came down here and his video went viral. Because he was like, I've never seen anything like it. And it was all lined up down at the Xfinity Mobile Arena with nothing but Knicks fans. And
I saw it.
He didn't do anything wrong, but I was like, I hate it.
Right. And you know why all those Knicks fans are there and why he was there? Because it doesn't cost $10,000 to get into a 76er game. That's for sure.
And they're good.
Yep. All right. Jake Brown joins us right now. Jake Brown live on socials. If you want to see him crying after the Knicks won the other night. What's up, Jake?
Listen, I think Philly grew to like me living there over the last 2 years. Now I'm back in New York. I was a Cherry Hill resident, so I was basically a Philly guy. The Philly bars loved me. I avoided wearing Mets gear. And I think I was a likable Met fan, despite my cringeworthy videos.
No, you fit in down here. Listen, Jake. I have a lot of friends that went to college at Temple that are from New York. One of my closest friends from Staten Island. He lives in the West Coast now. But it was definitely. It's like, all right, you're a Yankee fan, so I'm not really worried about you. You like the Giants, but you know what I mean. So it's like, but you're Met, Nick, obviously Knicks, and you're a Jet fan too, right?
They're the one team I try to forget that I root for. They haven't given me anything of note. I think that's why I think fans just felt bad for me in Philly. They're like, oh, thanks for Saquon. I'm like, I'm a Jets fan. They're like, oh, we're sorry.
Right, exactly. All right, so and so the Knicks now, and I don't know if you guys saw this coming because was it 2 years ago they were in the conference semis and lost, or I mean. The possibility's been here. Leon Rose has done a great job since he took over, and it's not just signing max free agents. Jalen Brunson could have been, could have, potentially signed a max deal with anybody if they wanted to do it. He didn't do that. He wanted to come up and play for Leon and for his dad, and like a couple of really good trades and everything else. So this Knicks team right now, I can just tell you this, Jake. I started a little bit of a club down here called the Sixers Fans for the Knicks Club. We're not rooting for the Knicks, and we don't like Knicks fans, but it's hard not to admire the team that the Knicks are up there.
There's two people in the club, Jake, just so you know. Only two.
Yeah, I'm one.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's not only you guys joining the club. It's New Yorkers who are now pretending to be Knicks fans who have never went through Alexei Shved. And the real Knicks fan knows Bruno Sundolf. Bruno Sundolf played 21 games for the 2006 Knicks. He was he hit shots that looked like when I went viral at the Garden for shooting in one of those commercial things, and I won like a Foot Locker gift card, even though I went viral for They said if the Knicks want to keep tanking, they'll sign the guy in the orange. I was the guy in the orange. My shots were over the backboard. Those were the shots that Bruno Sundolf was hitting in the 2006 Knicks over the backboard. So we went from Bruno Sundolf to now, we got Jose Alvarado as like our 12th man. So they've upgraded. They went from, the dollar store, Dollar Tree to Prada. That's what they've gone on the bench. And this was a team that lacked that depth with Tom Thibodeau. It's been fun, man. It's been a run that I've been through a lot the last 2 years. I have emotionally been down, mentally been down, and you know this industry and how rough it can be and the bounce backs. And I consider myself a grinder. I consider myself a hard worker, good work ethic, but there were times I wanted to quit. And this is the kind of team that is rallying those New Yorkers around who the last couple of years we want to quit. The rent is too high. The bodega prices now are too high. Every price is too high. And the Knicks, it doesn't matter. I paid for a guy's big water bottle, a bougie water bottle, after the game the other night outside the garden at 7-Eleven. Just some dude. I said, I got your water. I'm feeling good today. And I ain't got money for that, but I said, screw it. Let's go Knicks. Knicks in 5. So everyone's come together no matter what political belief, whatever. Everything, religion, color of your skin, doesn't matter. Everyone is about the Knicks in New York, and clearly it's made its way to Philly, too, which I love to see.
It's a feel-good story here in Philly, Jake.
Oh, it's a feel-good story up on the streets, too. Those videos, the Spurs fans bleeding, the cab driver getting drug out. Yeah, it's all just sunshine and unicorns up there at MSG. I'm kidding, Jake. With that being said,
let me say something on that, because that myth, those are streamers. Those are kids who are streamers who are big. And listen, I stream too, but those are losers. Those are not actual fans. Those are people who have a partnership with a prediction market that are.
Well, come on now, hang on. Let me push back, Jake. Come on now. We're not talking about everybody that's filling those streets as streamers. 1, 2 is there are a lot of good Knicks fans that are biting their tongue, that are not saying anything, that should step in and stop that stuff. You got to agree with me on that.
How it is. It's the viral ever. It's, I want to take a video. It's world
Knicks
star.
fans.
I agree.
Knicks fans are the worst fan base in American sports, bar none. Bar none.
I mean, that's just wrong.
No,
that
it's not.
False.
How could you argue that? Those videos are atrocious, and it's year after year. This isn't a one. Look, I'm not arguing with you. I didn't bring you. John didn't bring you on to argue, but you have to be realist with what we're seeing right now with these videos. It's ugly up there.
But listen, the news and all that always shows the bad. We don't see the good. That's 1. 2, it's young hooligans who didn't sit through Bruno Sundolf and Alexi Shved. They have not sit through those bench players. They have only experienced the good Knicks the last few years. Those are kids 21 and under. I agree. There's no place in the world for any of that stuff that's going on. I would never rip a Spurs fan jersey. Right now, I'd hug them. I'd say, thank you, Wemby, for missing those free throws. To be honest, the egg hitting Wemby's head was awesome. I mean, that was just great. An egg, he'll be fine with an egg. But the taxi thing, I agree. That's ridiculous. Attacking the fans, there's no place for that. I'm not one of those. And those are mostly young ones. But I wouldn't agree that they're the worst fans in the world.
Worst fan base,
I think
come on.
some of those people.
No. Look, I'll say L.A., because if you wear the wrong colors in L.A., you could actually die. That's up there. But what we've seen now for years, this isn't just a one-time thing with Knicks fans.
The Halliburton.
It's bad. And you guys need to, the good fans need to do more, be more vocal. We need to hear more about the stories of you buying water bottles. I agree with you.
Where's Curtis Sliwa? Can't the Guardian Angels get out there and protect people, Jake?
He's out there.
I don't know if he can afford getting to a Knicks game at this rate. The pricing thing is ridiculous, but there's nothing you could do. That's New York. Everything is more expensive here. I wish I could go one of these games. I'm at my spot, American Whiskey, around the corner. That's where I watch, and it's been fun at the local bars too as well. Can we cancel 5 Seconds of Summer tomorrow for an MSG watch party? I couldn't name you a 5 Seconds of Summer song if you paid me right now.
So there's not a watch party either? No watch parties?
Well, I'm talking in the arena, like the 18,000 people arena. Inside the arena, they have 5 Seconds of Summer. They moved Rosalia for a potential, I believe, Game 6 or whatever, but they're not moving since it's a road game, which I get. They have contracts. They sold tickets, but does that many people care about 5 Seconds of Summer? Come on.
Sean might. I don't.
No. Look, I love the watch parties. I think it's cool, and it's great. I love good fans. Like, I was watching the game as much as I don't want to see the Knicks win. To watch the fan reaction in that stadium, and I had money on the Spurs, but that was cool to see, like, people going berserk, absolutely losing their mind. Larry David throwing his hands up with Josh Hart. Like, I get down with the
It's good for the NBA. It's annoying for everybody else. Great for the NBA. All right, Jake, do they wrap it up? Game 5? What do you think? Is this coming back to New York?
At first, I've always said Knicks in 6. That's been the cry. But to be honest, I want to bury them there. This is a dirty Spurs team. Say what you want about Knicks fans. The Spurs play dirty, man. Wemby is a dirty.
All right, so hold on a second. So we were watching the video before the game, and we hear every New York fan that's talking about he tried to rip his ACL out of his knee. He tried to murder him on the floor.
Play the hits, Jake. I love it.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I guess we would have to Zapruder film it to go through it, but maybe, like, you have different eyes than me. Jake. I
They're
don't know.
dirty, bro. And the thing on OG, what he did, the elbow. I'm glad Mitch elbowed him back. Let's bring back the '90s basketball. Let's bring NBA on NBC or NBA on Peacock is back. Let's bring NBA. Let's bring Charles Oakley back to the Garden if it goes to Game 6. Get him in the building. James Dolan, reprimand with him. Get Jadakiss out at halftime. Let's go. But I think they close it out. I think the Spurs are demoralized. One Knicks loss during this whole stretch. It's been an unbelievable run. I think they close it out in San Antonio. And for me, personally, now I'm doing sports card breaking with Phil Baum in Long Island. So I'm entering that world, doing a lot of content. For me, I personally want a Saturday night party. You know, these Tuesdays, partying till 1, 2 a.m., waking up at 5, my body can't take it anymore. And I want it Saturday. So I think they finish it tomorrow night.
All right, there you go. And he is a content creator. Jake Brown Live. Check him out. And Phil's winning the World Series this year, right? You would agree? Make it in as a wild card, get hot at the right time, boom, World Series.
Don't get me started. I quit my show Mets Daily because of how bad I quit. Like this team, you guys. Now you're a different situation. You had a father that was the coach, the son, some nepotism going on there, and it's Don Mattingly versus who we have, Kai Correa. We don't have an actual replacement. Why didn't we fire Carlos Mendoza? I'll never understand. I don't think the Phillies are winning the World Series. Sorry, you guys know that as well. But at least you fired their manager. And look what you're 27-11 since firing him. Carlos Mendoza's got a dead team walking in front of him.
All right.
30-38. Yeah. I thought they were a little worse than that, actually.
It's good news. We appreciate the Mets being the Mets this year. It's awesome. All right, listen, Jake, we'll talk to you, man. Be well. Go Spurs.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
All right,
Go
there
Knicks.
he is.
I went
Jake
after
Brown.
him with the Knicks fandom stuff. I couldn't, rev it back up for that Wemby. They're dirty. They're the dirtiest team. Oh, come on. And then on the same breath, he says, well, yeah, Mitch Robinson throwing the elbow is a good thing. Bring back the 90s Knicks. Like, what is it? It's physical play. It's the NBA Finals. I've had enough of the crying. I'm telling you, I came in, I was ready to go nuts at 9 o'clock this morning because of the people that are the Knicks fans that are crying about Wemby and about the Spurs and how physical they are. It's the NBA bleeping Finals. Like, dude, yeah. You realize how good Oklahoma City was. The reason why the Spurs were able to beat OKC is because they were more physical. Obviously, they were aided by the fact that Williams was hurt. There was a couple injuries to OKC.
Man, these Knicks fans are whiners.
They are.
And they're doing the same thing, but they don't see it like that. They're whiners.
They're up 3-1, John.
Dutz is not a Knicks fan, but I'm sure you know a lot of Knicks fans.
All my uncles and aunts.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're not going to talk about, he says, well, egging Wemby was great.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having to get hit with an egg, and then you have to walk up to your hotel room with the yolk dripping down your neck.
It's obviously like, I feel because a lot of people out there listening often will feel that the Philadelphia reputation is not fair. And it's not, but we also do we have more people than other spots that are knuckleheads? Because the New York clearly has a lot of knucklehead fans. And maybe they're not Knick fans. Maybe they are Knick fans. Maybe they're just people down the street that want to fight everybody. I don't know. Are the 18,200 that go into Madison Square Garden, are they fighting? No, because they paid $10,000 or more to get in there. But, I don't know. Is the average Knick fan, I don't know. I mean, they're whining like big babies up there over Wembayama. So
You're putting the whining to the side. The streaming conversation, I get it, right? We all know this. The man on the street, right? You put Ray down there at the Xfinity Mobile Arena, the numbers go crazy. So I understand it's easy engagement for those people that show up at Madison Square Garden, but stop it. It's not all streamers. And I do realize that you're talking about Manhattan and the 5 boroughs. There's a lot of people. And what are they doing? They're going to show up and they're going to pack the streets. I am all for it. But smashing cabs, ripping up Five Guys, knocking Spurs fans down to a pulp where they're bleeding.
Yeah,
bro,
no,
this isn't soccer hooliganism. This is New York City.
Oh, it couldn't look any worse.
That's what I mean.
The whole thing is a circus.
And NYPD, where are you at? The 20-year-olds are taking over your city.
Well, I mean, they're there.
They're not doing their job.
Man, you want to criticize the cops, you can criticize the cops. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know where the other cops are.
Dude, there was someone who got hit
everybody
in the
Cops
head
got hurt
by a bus stop sign. Did you see that the other day? Knicks fans were beating each other with the sign from the bus stop. And one of the signs that's on the pole, they were beating each other with it. Someone hit them over the head with the
that was a popular streamer.
Unbelievable.
I got crazy views on that one.
It looks as bad as you think it does.
Again, I am, and you're right. Am I criticizing the NYPD? Yes. I'm criticizing everybody because what is taking place, it should not happen. Look, dude, I'm not comfortable with people getting beaten down to a
But
pole.
I think, Sean, everybody agrees with you. Like
but you don't agree.
You're yelling at the lawn. You're yelling at the lawn right now. Yeah, none of that stuff should ever happen. It's embarrassing. It's terrible. No one wants it. Dutz would probably do it to try to get views on his Instagram or something.
No.
I have no interest in it. All right. I wanted to throw this out there. Ray's not here today, but Ray is the GimmeTheVin.com commercial. He's very happy to be reading that. It seems like maybe he's made out very well on GimmeTheVin.com. He's so happy when he reads the commercial. But they didn't let him do the jingle at the end. So we don't want to allow him to do the jingle. Do you know the jingle in the end?
So easy you can do it in your underwear?
GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
There you go.
It's a great jingle.
Yeah, it is.
Think about it. Now, if you listen, you know their website, and you're more likely to try it out. We stumbled into this, but didn't really do it. We were talking about jingles, and then earlier this week or last week, you were playing the Juicy Fruit commercial.
Correct.
Juicy Fruit is gonna move. What a jingle.
Juicy soft. It gets right to ya. Juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Woohoo!
That's an elite jingle. What are the best jingles?
Take a stick. Pull it out.
That's what it is. It's take a stick and pull it out. Do you know what Juicy Fruit is?
Yeah.
So it was Juicy Fruit double mint gum, or it was something before double mint. It was Juicy Fruit, the green package. Juicy Fruit was the yellow package. Green package was double mint. And then the red package was Big Red.
Yeah.
Was there another one? Big Red.
Wintergreen.
The winter. So, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know if wintergreen and double mint were the same thing and they just made it.
Double mint had a good jingle, too, with the twins.
Double mint gum. Yeah, there was always the hot twins. And they're normally brunette for the gum commercials. But, yeah, double mint.
Double your pleasure, double your fun, double your freedom, double your fun. No, it's the double mint gum.
Juicy Fruit was a better commercial.
Yeah, definitely.
So what are the best what are the elite jingles out there? We'll give people time to think about it. This is good for the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975, with your name, location, occupation, the voice memos. Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. The best jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. That's a simple jingle, but they've been using the same thing for a long time. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You know, credit to the Vin, because no one's doing jingles like that anymore. And they got themselves something.
For sure.
You Google so easy, you can do it in your underwear. It pops right up.
I bet it does. No, it's a great line. That's a great jingle. Whoever came up with that jingle, and I'll say this, it's not the number one overall jingle, but if we're doing radio station jingles, Cars for Kids is the number one overall seat. KARS, Cars for Kids. Do you know the phone number? If you wanted to donate your car today, what would you do?
1-877 Cars for Kids.
KARS, Cars for Kids.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, look, that's where you have to say if your jingle good enough that people remember it. And if they can, then it's a damn good jingle.
But you don't like it.
Cars for Kids?
No.
Nobody likes
it. It's the best. No, I love it. I can't get enough of it.
It's nails on a chalkboard.
Do you know they have the butt rock version of it? You don't know that? Would we get in trouble for playing a version on the air? I mean,
no. Well, I don't think so.
They are supposed to pay for it.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know.
Just love the term butt rock.
610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. We'll come back. Text messages, phone calls, some Eagle stuff coming up. Middays with the Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, let's talk about making your downtime fun time with BetParx. Download the BetParx online casino and sportsbook app right now. You can play online craps, blackjack, roulette, hundreds of online slots like the hot new soccer-themed game, BetParx. Go, 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 collect them. That's right. You play real casino games for real money and bet on world soccer and all of your favorite sports right now. On your phone, live bet. Philadelphia baseball, the pro basketball championship playoffs, individual performances for baseball, for basketball. BetParx is the only online casino and sportsbook app that I would ever recommend. And right now, new online users Get up to $500 casino bonus back in the first 24 hours. BetPark's online casino and sportsbook app, where there's always another way to win. You must be 21 and in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, or Maryland. New users only. Terms and conditions apply. See betparks.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies make a move. I'm Brandon Dutz, and the Phillies have made a trade, acquiring Derek Hill from the Chicago White Sox in exchange for 2 prospects. In 53 at-bats this season against lefties, Hill posted a .245 average with a .789 OPS. Still no word on Adolis Garcia, but we'll keep you updated once we get more information. The Phillies are in Milwaukee tonight with Andrew Painter taking the mound against Jacob Mizorowski. The Eagles will enter a month's hiatus until training camp begins in late July, and a lot of the talk has been about how the offense has looked under Sean Mannion so far. Dave Zangaro of NBC Sports Philadelphia joined Middays earlier in the week to share what he's seen.
The fun thing has been just like seeing what the offense looks like. It's very clear that this is not what they were doing previously under Nick Sirianni. All the benchmarks or all the staples of a Shanahan offense are there.
The Hurricanes took Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals and are 1 win away from a Stanley Cup. And the Knicks, who will look to close things out tomorrow night in San Antonio, they'll kick off tomorrow night. Reminder, you can listen to that game right here on The Fanatic. This update is sponsored by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. The McComb Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories. From pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands, count on the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
We know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's a rotation, but Tanner McKee, before this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner. This isn't about Tanner. But that's probably what I'm most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
say this is about competitive balance. Should we look at who's in first place right now? The Rays, big spenders. Guardians, they're big spenders. The Brewers, they're often confused with the Dodgers. The A's, until yesterday. Does that seem like a competitive balance problem? Ask the Mets. Okay, ask the Angels. Ask the Tigers and the Astros and the Red Sox and the Giants. They're all terrible. They're all in the top 12 in payroll. So it sounds good to say it's about competitive balance. I think you guys know this is not why these owners are doing this. And honestly, it's not even the biggest issue in their sport. Seriously, this is not a payroll disparity problem. It's a revenue disparity problem. Right now, as the sport works, there's just no path for the Pirates or the Guardians or the Rays to have anywhere near the revenues of the Dodgers. So that's got to be addressed. But it can be addressed with better revenue sharing, with taking that next big new TV deal and divvying up so that it addresses this stuff. And the one thing that I really love that the players proposed yesterday is that reverse luxury tax thing that says you'd better spend your revenue sharing money or it's going to cost you. If your payroll is under whatever that bottom threshold is, you'll be taxed. Just like if you go over, it'll be taxed. These are the concepts that I think need to be explored, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of fighting to get there.
We know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's
Maybe technically not Yacht Rock. You know what it is?
Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico. Oh, no. It's an island, though.
Caribbean Queen.
Billy Ocean, Caribbean Queen.
There you go.
Now we're sharing the same dream.
No, there's this Puerto Rico song that's a big thing on Instagram. You know, those trends. I'll play it for you because it's got a little yacht rock. It's got a little island
Yacht
vibe.
Rocky?
Yeah, it's yacht rocky.
Keep it up, Dutz. I gotta hear Billy.
Yeah, we did get a.
Oh, too late. Oh well.
Oh, what happened, Dutz?
Well, I think he ended the. Oh, there it is. Bring it up.
Let's go, Dutz. Easy on the trigger. We got an Instagram. We got an Instagram request from J Towels 19. He said, "Yo, Keith Urban's got a new one out. Yacht Rock Vibes. We Go Back, featuring Michael McDonald too."
Ooh. Well, he's the instrumental. Because I said to him, I said, play it out of YouTube
gotcha.
if it's not already in the system. It's in the system, but it's a Caribbean Queen instrumental, which I wanted to hear Billy Ocean in his beautiful voice.
I always thought the lyrics went as Caribbean Queen. Now we're sharing the nuts and cream. I knew it was.
When you were 8, you thought that?
Now we're sharing the same dream.
Right.
And our hearts that beat as one.
No More Love on the Run.
No More Love on the Run, Johnny.
Burn it there.
It's a good tune.
Burn it. Oh, I love Caribbean Queen. You kidding me?
Now, did he have another hit?
Get out of my dreams, get into my car.
Oh, now
and it was one of the worst videos ever.
That is such a solid 80s tune.
Yeah, it is.
Great song.
Not really.
Oh, come on.
I like see, I'm a Caribbean Queen guy. Over get out of my dreams, get into my car. It's worth playing or listening to. But it's a little
Who, me? Yes, you. Get into my car.
That's more about the video than the song. Wasn't Danny DeVito in the video?
I don't think you can get away with that song these days. Get in my car. Who, me? Yeah, you. Get in my car.
That's how the video went for people that don't remember it? I don't remember it. I don't. All right, so we get a bunch of jingles. Dutch, what do we got with jingles? Voice memos, Davis Honda text line, jingle.
Freedent's the one, most refreshing and fun, and it moistens your mouth. Yeah, it moistens your mouth, and it freshens your breath while you chew it.
I remember so good.
What was that one?
It was the mouthwash, right? Or no, it was gum.
Yeah, that was gum.
So my grandfather, he was a vending machine filler, and I used to ride around in the back of his van. It was like a conversion van, or like a work van. There's nothing in the back, so I'm sliding around in the back, and he's got cases of chips and gum, and he had the Juicy Fruit and the Big Red and the Spearmint gum, and then also Hubba Bubba, because there were so many. There's like thousands of packs of Hubba Bubba, so I just used to put 5 pieces of Hubba Bubba in my mouth and chew it, and you're choking because the Hubba Bubba is big and it's very sugary. So whenever I think about Juicy Fruit or Big Red, that's what I think about.
Take a stick, pull it out. The taste is so good.
Can you pull it up,
pop
Dutz?
it in your mouth.
As we talk about some of these things, just pull them up on YouTube.
Yeah.
See if you can play them.
The Juicy Fruit jingle, that commercial.
They're skiing, right?
There's 2 of them. The one they're like skiing, and the other one I think they're in a pool.
That makes sense.
And like there's an extended cut too.
Well, the blonde's always in Juicy Fruit because it's more of a sunny, and then the Spearmint gum, you're doing things in the lodge or something, or in a mountain house. It feels like
Juicy Fruit is gonna move ya. Juicy fast.
All right, we have another voice memo on the jingle. Go.
Joe from Palmyra, New Jersey, Glazers 252. Yeah, the coffee's terrible, but Folgers, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. That stuck in my head a lot as a kid. Coffee's terrible, though. Go Birds.
It's an elite one.
Yeah, when you get up in the morning, you smell coffee, and your mind automatically goes to Folgers. Mine does, at least. And I can tell you probably I've had like 5 cups of Folgers in my life.
It's not very good.
No, it's like cardboard. It's a vacation coffee.
It's a vacation. You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
At the shore, let me put a little more cream and sugar in that sucker. Right?
You just put mud in my cup, literally.
Right. At the shore. So here's what I think of with Folgers, right? It's like, the mom wakes up, like 55-year-old mom wakes up, like, gets out of bed, walks downstairs, and there's Junior, who came home early from college and is surprising mom with making the Folgers.
Oh, yeah.
She gives her the cup, and they embrace.
The aroma in the air. Is there some pancakes? Is there bacon, sausage?
Well, he didn't know.
eggs?
She's going to make that for him.
Okay,
He can't handle
No,
that.
yeah.
He can only do the coffee.
Hi, Mom.
And Dad's still sleeping because he doesn't.
Yeah, right.
Or whatever. John Kincade checks in with is it Frank's Thanks? Is that what you're talking about, John? So there's a treat, but there's a local soda company, a local beverage company called Frank's. And I used to love it because my mom used to take it to the beer distributor. It's when they would just give you the glass bottles, and they would fill it, and then boom, the cap goes on, and then you take it home. And Frank's was one of the things you could get. Their black cherry Wishniak.
Ooh,
holy God!
Give me some black cherry.
Cream soda, root beer, orange soda, and the jingle was, "Is it Frank's? Thanks."
So I remember this bottle. Definitely. Oh, yeah. I remember Frank's. Frank's was not too big. We had RC up in Scranton, so I didn't
RC
really.
Cola.
Yeah.
Well, Frank's was. I don't know if it made it out.
It was a local thing.
Yeah, it was a local thing.
Yeah, we had RC. So we had like the Cherokee Red. We had. I'm trying to think the other ones that would be similar in the world of Frank's, but I see the video. I don't know the jingle.
Yep.
Frank's, thanks.
Here's another. It's an old one. Dutz, maybe you can pull this up. It's for Ideal. It was a department store somewhere in Philadelphia. Back when they used to have the old apartment store. So it's Ideal, IDEAL jingle. Go on that computer right there and see if you can find it on YouTube, and then play it through the pot. But it was if you've got a passion for fashion, dan it. If you've got a craving for saving, dan it. Take the wheel of your automobile and swing on down to Ideal.
Nice.
This is early 80s.
That's
Young
a great
kid.
jingle. Great jingle.
Yep. We got another voice memo there too, Dutsy.
The Crystal Club. So we had RC, but a wing off of RC Soda was the Crystal Club, and that's where Cherokee Red came from. A-Treat Soda, Kutztown Soda Works, Pennsylvania Dutch Beer. Did you ever have that? Dutch Birch Beer.
Birch Beer is the key word.
So good.
Yep, that's the key word. You got it? I got it.
If you got a passion for fashion,
No way.
if you got a craving for saving, take the wheel of your automobile and swing on down to Ideal.
Yep.
How could you go out of business with a song like that?
You're not wrong.
I mean, dude, that was outstanding.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. And I don't even, you got it? Play it, Duts. That'll be the third time we hear it. This is like 60s.
Take the wheel of your automobile and swing on down to
Ideal.
I'm in.
It was in Jersey.
Yeah, it's located in the Quonset Hut in Hamilton, New Jersey.
I was never to an Ideal. We were, my grandmother would say, Strawbridges. I got to go to Strawbridges. That's every birthday present I ever had in my life was from Strawbridges. And John Wanamaker was also the big department store in the Philadelphia area. All right, coming up, what did A.J. Brown say about Drake May? And also, what is going on with A.J. Brown in this football camp? Is he not going to attend, Sean Brace? That's coming up next. Also, the J.G. Wentworth jingle is getting a lot of love. Middays of Marks, 97.5.
ESPN's Adam Schefter.
I think. But Tanner McKee, before this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner. This isn't about Tanner. But that's probably what I'm most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
They say this is about competitive balance. Should we look at who's in first place right now? The Rays, big spenders. Guardians, they're big spenders. The Brewers, they're often confused with the Dodgers. The A's, until yesterday. Does that seem like a competitive balance problem? Ask the Mets. Okay, ask the Angels. Ask the Tigers and the Astros and the Red Sox and the Giants. They're all terrible. They're all in the top 12 in payroll. So it sounds good to say it's about competitive balance. I think you guys know this is not why these owners are doing this. And honestly, it's not even the biggest issue in their sport. Seriously, this is not a payroll disparity problem. It's a revenue disparity problem. Right now, as the sport works, there's just no path for the Pirates or the Guardians or the Rays to have anywhere near the revenues of the Dodgers. So that's got to be addressed. But it can be addressed with better revenue sharing, with taking that next big new TV deal and divvying up so that it addresses this stuff. And the one thing that I really love that the players proposed yesterday is that reverse luxury tax thing that says you'd better spend your revenue sharing money or it's going to cost you. If your payroll is under whatever that bottom threshold is, you'll be taxed. Just like if you go over, it'll be taxed. These are the concepts that I think need to be explored, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of fighting to get there.
Get your C shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It juices all, it gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya.
And they're skiing, right?
So good, man.
They don't make them like they used to. No, are they skiing in that video, Dutz?
Indeed. Very well, too.
Yeah, they're good skiers. They look good, too. They do. Very attractive gum chewers.
Bright yellow, can't miss them. What a great commercial, man. Excellent.
Yeah, you were raving about it.
And I got
Excellent. Nice jingle, smooth, good production.
Yep.
And I got it wrong. It's take a sniff. It's not take a stick.
Oh, that would make more sense.
It's take a sniff, pull it out. Wow.
I mean, we have done that before.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I thought it was take a stick, pull it out. But no, it's take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is going to move you when you pop it in your mouth. Oh, it's so good. Honestly, if we're talking about Mount Rushmore and we're getting closer to Mount Rushmore season, I think that's got to be on there as far as best jingles of all time. Really?
Well, I mean, believe me, there's a ton. See, there's like memorable jingles that make you smile, like Juicy Fruit, and then you'll get like Folgers is considered like an elite all-time one.
That was 1986. 96, 06, 16, 40 years, John. Still in my head. I would say I knew the words, but I got the one.
Well, listen, you're off one word.
Yeah, but I knew it.
You sure did. No, that's a great jingle. It's a great commercial. That's less of a jingle, more of a commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know. Like I'm trying to know what the difference is between a jingle. Like J.G. Wentworth, 877 Cash Now. That's the jingle.
Yes.
Juicy Fruit, we knew the whole commercial, which is even better.
Cars for Kids started on radio, if I'm not mistaken.
KARS, Cars for Kids. Yeah, and believe me, I know that they're like, I got a bunch of people that DM me. Like, Car for Kids ripping people off.
Yeah, well, it's going through some stuff. There's definitely truth
I'm talking
that.
about the jingle. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not donating. Believe me, I'm not donating my car. You can give me money for my car.
What about your VIN?
Yeah.
Are you sending your?
We'd spend full circle.
Yeah, there you go.
Because Ray's way too happy to be doing the GimmeTheVin.com. Because can't you picture Ray in his underwear on GimmeTheVin.com?
I heard Paul Blake, the man who runs the operation over here, give Ray, props for that read.
It's a great commercial. He seems so happy that GiveMeTheVin.com is such a good website. It's a great read. So what we need is just for us, because he doesn't do the jingle at the end.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't allow him.
Well, they have professional singers that do that. Ray is the local voice that voices the commercial on the station. Like if you heard that station in Omaha, the Ray of Omaha, Nebraska would be doing the.
How about that?
How about that? All right, Ricky Bo checks in with a jingle. Head for the mountains of Bush beer. That's a great one.
Yeah, that is.
There's so many random jingles that are out there. All right, so let's hear. This is with the Patriots. A.J. Brown being asked. They're wrapping up their mini camps up there. A.J. Brown's being asked about Drake May and how good he is. Here's his answer.
The talent speaks for itself. You know, he can make any throw. But I think what's more impressive to me is that he knows what he's doing. And to be that young and to understand the defense and to understand every little check, the hots, the blitz, and all those things so young and so fast is very impressive. And so I really admire that he knows what he's talking about. He demands everybody else to know as well, you know. And he's a true leader. He's a true leader of men. And it's crazy to see at a young age, you know, he's a true leader of men. So.
All right, whatever.
So, I guess the question is, like, does that bother you? Do you think he has
no reaction,
a hidden agenda, you know, behind his words? Because again, I know social media people get carried away. I understand that, but I guess I would say it hits me a different way when you see people like in the media that you respect, and they get carried away with this stuff. Like A.J. Brown. Him talking to the gaggle of reporters up there after practice about Drake May. I didn't hear anything about Jalen Hurts. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm like, all right, time to move on.
Yeah, I agree with you because, like I said, I had no reaction. Man, he's just giving word salad to the question they asked, and like, does he mean it or does he even care? Is he just trying to get through the media process? Like, listen, I'm sure what he's saying he believes, but at the end of the day, like, is there any? Like, what's he really saying?
Yeah, is it dripping with a shot at Jalen Hurts? No, that's my point.
No.
He was asked about signing his autograph. Did you see that, though?
No.
Yeah, he was asked. I got to give credit to the Patriots reporters for asking that question, but he was asked about, signing the wall at the Eagles facility before leaving, quote, the best to ever play here, period, always open. Close quote. And he said, I just appreciated my time in Philly and had a chuckle and a laugh. Like, as much as I don't like him.
They said I was a diva.
I just, like, dude, you're in New England. See ya. I'm telling you, I'm getting real. Last night, I was out a little bit last night.
You were?
Yeah, I went out.
No way.
No, that's not it. You have my theme music? Sorry. I don't know why End of the Road isn't on there. Anyways, yeah, my out music. We gotta catch Duts up here. That's all right. Went out a little bit last night. Caught World Cup and Game 5. Game 5, Stanley Cup. Carolina Hurricanes victory.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, look, we're talking a lot about Sean Mannion, the exciting part about this offense, with everything being new. That's where my mind is at. A.J. Brown no longer here. Good luck in New England, sir.
Yep.
But for some people, like I said, you look at the timeline, and they get caught up in his quotes. Like, could you believe this? He said that about Drake May.
Here's what we can do. We can, as a show, just not do that, right? Like, Dutz sent it to me, and I was just like, yeah, we can play it because, I saw it a bunch, so it's, like, worth playing almost to get the reaction to what people are saying. It's just like, listen, man, if you're still paying attention to what A.J. Brown's saying and you're pissed, like, listen, if he said something and we listen to it and it's like, all right, that's a shot at Jalen Hurts, yeah, then obviously I'm interested in that. But all this other stuff, I'm out. Like, whatever. He's a Patriot. I'm so happy.
When he hops on Dudes podcast to revisit everything, like, then if he says something worthwhile, I'm not ready to turn the page. But, like, again, he's up in New England. He's talking about his quarterback. He's happy. Good for AJ.
Now,
see ya.
So help me out on this, because the story's been circulating that he canceled or he backed out of his football camp. So here's my understanding of it, and you guys can correct me if you know more.
Okay.
That he didn't cancel the camp. I don't even know if it was really his camp. So what I read was Macaulay Lemon is now going to slide in, and he's going to be the wide receiver. He's going to be the guy that A.J. Brown was going to be. I don't. Was this his youth football camp, or was this a football camp that somebody else was paying him to go for a half a day or for 2 hours or something like that? I don't know. What I do know is that it was announced, at least according to what I was reading, it was announced that he was not participating in it. And initially, I think they didn't offer refunds. I don't know if they've changed that since then. The camp was still going on as scheduled.
Yeah.
They didn't say, sorry, everybody, AJ got traded, the camp's over, which might have been actually easier than if they just said, hey, AJ's not going to be there, here's this rookie.
Yeah.
Because now people are like, hang on a second. If you were going to do the Mekhi Lemon football camp, I'm not bringing my son because he's not the biggest Mekhi Lemon fan in the world.
Understood.
He's got an AJ Brown jersey.
Yeah.
So they should offer refunds.
Correct. Look, it's called Flexwork Sports, and they have a really good, template where they are all over the country, and they get these star athletes to show up at their football camp. And I'm using air quotes, show up. It's brilliant. It's a nice job by Flexwork, and it's just plug and play. Saquon did it. He already did one. AJ did it, remember? It was up in the Lehigh Valley.
I thought that was his camp up there.
I'm pretty sure that was through the same people as well with Flexwork. Right. And you got Coop, he has it. Saquon just did it. And it's like I said, I'm not mad at people making money.
He's the face of the camp. It's not his camp.
Correct.
He's not, this is my thing. This is what I'm going to do. Every year I'm going to have the such and such football camp where he's bringing in maybe some underprivileged kids or people that qualify for it for whatever criteria. No, this is just more or less, we're going to use your name, image, and likeness. You're going to come for 2 hours, and then you're going to leave.
Bingo. Which is fine. I don't have an issue with it.
Which is fine.
But it's not his camp and him backing out. He's no longer here.
Your point, him backing out is not a big deal. And the reason I bring it up is I saw a lot of people that were like pissed. Like, of course he did. Because, with AJ now, it went from I'm the a-hole to he's the a-hole.
They said I was a diva.
Oh, no, but I'm still the a-hole because I'm the one that's now sticking up for him because of things like this. Like, no, he was never going to do this camp. He got traded. He was never going to do it. So I feel bad for people that bought the tickets to it.
Yeah, you should get a refund, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm behind people on that, but I'm not going to rip AJ for it.
Or go support Mekhi Lemon if you're an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
It's still pretty cool.
Yeah, just keep it. This dude's going to be a stud.
Damn right. I'm telling you, man. Sean Mannion.
It's a good club. We're going to get
Sean's here at all hours of the day.
We're going to get a Club Hertz update coming up
Club
today.
Hertz update. And folks, memberships are just going through the roof. Little bumpy road, little turbulence with the social media page. We got a lot to discuss as far as Club Hertz.
All right, that's coming up next hour. Coming up next, News at Noon with Dutz. Hair Jordan, what do you have for us today?
Taylor Swift, going a lot of basketball and then some football. We'll get some Lamar worked in there.
All right, that's coming up next. Middays of Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies make a move. I'm Brandon Dutz, and the Phillies have made a trade acquiring Derek Hill from the White Sox in exchange for 2 prospects. In 53 at-bats this season against left-handed pitching, Hill posted a .245 average with a .789 OPS. Still no word on Adolis Garcia, but we'll keep you updated once we get more information. The Phils are in Milwaukee tonight with Andrew Painter taking the mound against Jacob Mizorowski. The Eagles will enter a month's hiatus until training camp begins in late July. A lot of the talk has been about how the offense has looked under Sean Mannion so far. Dave Zangaro of NBC Sports Philadelphia joined Middays earlier in the week to share what he's seen.
The fun thing has been just like seeing what the offense looks like. It's very clear that this is not what they were doing previously under Nick Sirianni. All the benchmarks or all the staples of a Shanahan offense are there.
The Hurricanes took Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals and are 1 win away from a Stanley Cup. And the Knicks will look to close things out tomorrow night down in San Antonio. Reminder, you could listen to that game live right here on The Fanatic. This update is sponsored by the McComb Group. Visit themccombgroup.com. The McComb Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories. From pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands, count on the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit mccombgroup.com today. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
We know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's a rotation, but Tanner McKee, before this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner. This isn't about Tanner. But that's probably what I'm most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him.
Love it. Nice one, Dutsy. Middays with Marks. Duts come up in a second. News at noon. So on braces here. Some other some goat jingles. We use it for the news at noon. The Mentos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you crushed it. That's probably our best one. I still
Is that
think
the best one?
Yeah, I still think it is.
Empire. You know the number for Empire Carpet?
No. What is
800-588-2300 Empire.
There it is. I got the numbers wrong. But yeah.
But you know the jingle.
That was good.
I should have been a jingle guy. Honestly, it pains me that we don't have the jingles in radio anymore. I'm a big jingle guy. I would love to have an open to the show that'd be like, you're now talking sports with Middays with Marks. 97.5, the Fanatic, some type of jingle, like a WFAN jingle.
Yeah.
I love the WFAN jingle.
You just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you think about the tone jingles. You think about the tone jingles, right? And like the NFL draft.
Love it.
Like that's
a good jingle.
Correct.
You
still got Earth, Wind, and Fire playing. I can hear it. Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah. I'm not mad at it. Nuts.
It's all the way down.
That's Nuts. He's getting his style. He's like, you know what? Sports Talk Radio, I'm going to give you a soundtrack underneath for 4 hours.
But if the channel wasn't off and you had it potted all the way down, depending, it could possibly still bleed through a little bit, especially if the board's off.
Oh, we're talking.
I didn't hear anything because my hearing's not great.
Inside.
Anyway.
Oh, I'm deaf.
I don't hear anything either.
You're good.
Deaf. I am so.
I think you're hearing the TV or something because I can hear something. I thought it was coming from your laptop.
It's not. Nope.
Where's it coming from?
Brace, it's not here.
I'm telling you, it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. It was September.
Okay. All right.
I swear.
I didn't hear it.
No. And I promise you this.
David's on the text line.
I promise you this. I am going deaf. Now, I know I'm getting older. My vision is definitely, I have to wear readers. You saw those.
Huh? What'd you say?
Yes. I can't hear.
Yeah, me neither.
Is it because we wear headphones for the last 2 decades?
Yes. Yeah, of course it contributes. Now, I try not to because I used to work with a guy, Greg Henson. If you would put his headphones on, you'd miss a day of work. They were so loud. But he was the longtime radio guy, and you love hearing your own voice. Like I'm talking in the microphone right now. Let me turn the volume all the way up in my headphones.
Correct.
Oh, man, I sound so good. And that's what he did. I keep it as low as possible because I don't want to damage my hearing even worse. So I don't have Greg Henson hearing. I'm not that dead.
No, but like last night, I'm like, dude, I can't hear what you're saying. Speak up. And then my wife literally gets mad. She just gets mad talking to me point blank. But she almost just repeats herself because she knows I would go, what? Huh? I'm turned into Bernie, bro. I'm 45 and I'm going deaf. I'm blind. I'm fat. What's going on?
All of those things. Yes.
I got a rat tail.
And it looks great, too. You might be able to shave it off soon. All right, without further ado, there's no Ray. He's in at 2 o'clock. But there's Dutz with the news at noon.
Welcome to Ray's life. There's no turning back.
I use the Campbell soup
Mad
can.
Dog's losing his mind. And Big Skip Bayless with another take. Phillies blow a lead. Sixers spark debate. Somebody's got a podcast with another terrible take. Everybody wants the news.
See that? You rally late on that, man.
I did.
The lyrics are good.
You're right about I did it with the phone. If I did it with my studio, it would have sounded better. Look, we're throwing it in rotation.
Well, it doesn't it doesn't have to be, that much quality. Sometimes it's better if it's not.
The greatest hits compilation at the end of the year.
It'll be good.
It's going to be good.
All right, Dutz, what do you got?
We're going to start things off with the NFL. So Lamar Jackson was doing his media availability. They had asked him, Lamar, what's your thoughts on Myles Garrett being traded? John, let's just say he's pretty happy that Myles Garrett's out of the division.
Yes. I'm gonna see him too. But then we got the other guy from the. Yeah, like he good too, So man, shouts out to him, Shouts out to Myles, Congratulations on that. But yes, that's awesome.
Damn right. I like Lamar. He's got a fun, jovial attitude.
Just make a Super Bowl. Just make a Super Bowl. That's it. That's it. Just make a Super Bowl.
Yes, you are not wrong. But at the end of the day, we know how great Lamar is. What does he have? Two MVPs?
Three, right? That's
Lamar is 3-time?
It was 2.
Was it 2? All right.
He's got a Heisman Trophy. We know with just our naked eyes, Lamar is great. And the same thing with Josh Allen. I don't know. I get a different vibe about Josh.
A couple years ago, you could have signed Lamar Jackson to a contract, and the Ravens would have had the right to match it. The Ravens wouldn't even franchise him, and people weren't looking to get him. The Jets made a colossal mistake. They could have had Lamar Jackson. The Falcons could have had Lamar Jackson. All you had to do was ante up the draft picks. He was coming up. He was injured for a couple end seasons. It seemed like he quit, and he didn't try to come back. Man, he is an unbelievable talent. When I say get to a Super Bowl, I want him to.
Yes, I'm right there with you.
I legitimately want him to, but get to a Super Bowl. I've seen enough. Get to a Super Bowl.
Totally with you.
He's too good not to be in a Super Bowl.
They were my pick last year and came up a little small, but, they didn't even make the playoffs.
Isn't it crazy? Between Lamar, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow, they've been the one Super Bowl, and that's Burrow. All that talent, again, with Josh Allen, and he'll never get criticized like the other guys do. But, hey, Josh Allen, get to a Super Bowl. Get to a Super Bowl. You're too talented. How old's Josh Allen now? Is he 30?
No.
31?
Is he 30?
Is he not that old?
He is
30.
Yeah, he's 30, dude. He was around the time Wentz came out.
That's correct.
Get to a Super Bowl, man. He's too good not to. And you the other day when you talked about Cook having 1,600 rushing yards, what went through my head was he doesn't have an excuse that he doesn't have a good running back.
Nope.
And they do need better wide receivers and things like that. Get to a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert, win some playoff games, bro. I'm so tired of these quarterbacks that everybody just fluffs up and they don't win squat. You got to win, man. The quarterback is a winning position. So here I go. This is my Club Hurts audition.
There you go.
All right?
And all he does is win, John.
Objectable Club Hurts. But no, Jalen Hurts wins. And it's more than just being on a great team. He wins.
Damn right.
If Jalen Hurts was on some of these Ravens teams, these AFC championship games or divisional rounds, how's Lamar looked in those games?
He's had his moments where he fumbles and he does something stupid and he throws an interception. But
Mark Andrews had that fumble.
I know. But in that game, he dropped the ball, too, as well, and it went for 6 the other way.
Yep.
Look, it's a team game. Like Sirianni said, dude, like we need everybody to come together. But Josh Allen tried to do a little bit too much Superman ball, but Lamar, I'm with you. Get to a Super Bowl. Let's do it.
All right, what do we got?
All right, going to the NBA. Brace, I know we'll appreciate this one. Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter. They were talking about the physicality of the Spurs next finals. And they actually, Vince Carter went at the Spurs a little bit. It was great. They said that this was the best basketball and physical basketball, most physical basketball they've ever seen.
Sitting there watching the game made me sit up in my seat like, man, this is the old basketball here. Like,
they let them hoop. Hey, Castle, you got to get up, bro. You got to play through this because he's one of them guys that look at the ref. No, bro, get back on defense. Get back because they letting y'all play. I love to see it.
I sat there with Castle a couple times, like he was arguing with the ref. And if I'm the vet in the locker room, I'm pulling him aside and say, hey, man, this is the difference between second round and third round. And now the finals. Like, you're not getting that. You got to go earn this because this is the final boss.
Wow. That's actually a podcast that I would listen to.
Yeah?
Not too many of them out there for me. I'm not a
it's pretty much all I do.
Oh, yeah?
Podcast after podcast. Daddy put me to bed. Oh!
What's your favorite one?
Podcast?
Yeah.
What is my favorite podcast?
Oh, yeah.
That's what were we talking about?
Let me see your phone. Let's see what's playing.
Listen, we can look at my Apple podcast.
Exciting mics.
John's a big Kay Adams guy.
Oh,
big
yeah.
Always tune in at the Kay Adams when she posts a new episode. I know, John.
I'm a pretty big Kay Adams guy, too, myself.
You know what I listen to?
What do you listen to?
I listen to regular radio on demand, which is technically a podcast.
Yeah.
I like Dan Patrick nationally. I'll go through and see what he's talking about if I'm interested in a subject. He's got good opinions on some things.
Dan's the best.
You catch any of that?
But you don't listen to podcasts, though, is what you're saying. I was wondering. I'm like, do you really listen to podcasts?
I don't listen to any podcasts.
Podcasts have never hit me. And I've tried.
Radio guys.
There it is.
We're
That's
radio
it.
guys.
That's it. Like, I've tried to dip my toe into the Pardon My Take waters because they are
they're great.
A podcast. Everybody I know listens to them. But, like, I listened to an episode, and I'm like, all right. Like, no, give me radio.
Yeah.
I'm radio. Like you said, we're radio guys.
Yeah. All right. What do we got, Dutz?
All right, John, we're sticking with the NBA Finals here. As we know, Celebrity Row in New York is a big deal. Seinfeld was there the other day, had Adam Sandler, and Taylor Swift was at the Knicks game. Now, John, Brace, I'm sure you've both seen this clip. I'm going to play it of the Knicks radio call, the hot mic moment that was taken when they found out that Taylor Swift was there. So take a listen, and then we'll react to the next one.
Is that Taylor Swift down there?
No, I think Gray was just saying her name for no reason to distract me.
No, that's her.
Yeah, but where?
With that long ponytail. Ain't that her in the blue? Yeah, I literally was like, that's her.
I don't know if I believe you.
Wow, look at Tyler go.
You don't even know where you're looking.
Yeah, sure. She's not a
I'm
Knicks
recording
fan.
it right
Get
now.
out of here, girl.
So that was the hot mic moment. Now, TMZ caught up with her.
So hang on one second. Was it a hot mic because they were videoing it, and that's how they saw it?
Yeah.
Okay, so they just had a stream that was going on, and people were watching, and that's how it happened.
Yep.
Okay.
Because they had the phone or the broadcast of them too, the video of them, and that's where it came from.
Did she know that they were still live, or
she had to?
Right? Like they. Well, anyway, she said what she said.
Yep.
So.
Which wasn't that big of a deal.
But she said that Taylor Swift is not a Knicks fan. Get out of here, girl.
Everyone said that. Yep.
Go ahead,
So
Dutz.
let me guess. She had to apologize, Dutz.
Yes, Brace. Correct. So TMZ caught up with her in New York, and here was the interaction.
Nothing crazy, but we got to ask you. Okay, so I read some of your comments, and they are coming for you in the comments.
Swifties, I appreciate your passion. I misspoke. I did not know, but here's the deal. Context, I literally just did a piece on Celebrity Row. I've been with this organization for 5 years. I know these folks. Ben Stiller, his wife, Christine, like Spike Lee, Fat Joe. Like, I had not seen her
Spike
here
Lee.
this year or last year. And we just saw her in Cleveland with her fiance. Obviously, Travis supports the Cavs. She didn't have one of these Knicks paraphernalia. So I did not know of her Knicks loyalty. But shout out to T Swift. Like, we could be united in orange and blue. Like, it's fine.
No, she was right. Because if she was really a Knicks fan, she would have shown, like, even if her future husband is going to be a Cavs fan, if you're really a Knicks fan, don't you at least wear a T-shirt or something cute? I'm not saying you have to have a John Starks jersey on or anything like that, but if you're really a Knicks fan, then she's not really a Knicks fan. It's crap. Just like she's not really an Eagles fan. Like, name it, like the last Super Bowl team. Name one player off the Super Bowl team. I bet you she couldn't do it. But like, she still likes the Eagles. I'm not saying she's a total, but is she a real fan to where you can't say it? She's not from New York. She's from Berks County. She liked it because she did some type of dance thing up there in 2014, or
she got a song. She has a song, "Welcome to New York." It's been waiting for you. Welcome
is it about the
to
Knicks?
New York. No.
Okay, well,
She lives there. I have no. My issue, if I could just change it, my issue is the fact that these people don't have season tickets. Like, you are literally putting people in, like, celebrity row, first 3 rows, and, he owns it. He can do what he wants. But, like, I don't know, it comes off fugazi to me. Like,
why?
Ben Stiller, because they are such a focal point. They are shoved down our throats. They're not, like, okay, Ben Stiller, he's a fan of the Knicks. He's shoved down my throat. He's front row every year. Well, he's getting these tickets for free. I don't know. It bothered me. Am I off on that?
You wish that. See, I just had never considered being mad that Stiller getting free tickets. I don't know. Like, they're trying to they want those tickets floating. So it's like if Ben Stiller wasn't the bigger name, he wouldn't get them.
Correct.
Like Howard Stern, he knows nothing about basketball, and he wants to leave right away. But he'll be sitting courtside.
Yeah. It's got to be a fun gig to decide who gets front row, who gets second row, third row. People get all upset, the egos, all of that. But I don't know. When Ben Stiller hopped on the NBA show with Barkley and them, and they were like, how long you been a season ticket holder? And he goes, I don't have tickets. They give them to me for free. It just rubbed me the wrong way.
Well, they're not, it's not, I don't want to say they're not real fans. Those people, you could be Knicks fans, but you're there because, hey, I can get free tickets to go see the Knicks in the finals.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
It's a good gig.
Yeah.
Good gig.
Yeah. Oh, anyway.
We'll see if we get another game at MSG. Hopefully we do. Man, we were so close. We deserve the best of 3. I'm sorry to whine and cry over
We do.
it.
Well, you are the biggest Spurs fan, certainly at the station. Maybe in Philadelphia.
It's me and Michelle Beadle. We're the biggest Spurs fans.
That's right.
Out there, yeah.
That's right. She's from San Antonio. And Ray, because Ray liked the Riverwalk.
Ray was a big fan of San Antonio.
Ray wants to argue LeBron about San Antonio. He had a good time in San Antonio. So that's, what that tells me, that he's gonna move for a play-by-play job in San Antonio.
Tell me a place that Ray hasn't had a good time.
That's true.
And
he's coming up at 2:00 today.
How about that?
He walked by.
He did.
And he gave a smile. Now, you had said earlier that Ray has a dynamite topic that you sniffed out. You think he's going to be doing on the show today?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, John. Yeah, and I was thinking, I stumbled into this question myself, right? If you could recommend one thing for someone visiting Philly for the World Cup to do, what would that be? That was one of the things I was thinking about pitching you this morning.
But we ran out of time.
Yeah, I didn't have an opportunity. So I think, we could roll that out now. What do you say?
What are the responses? Did he get any responses?
Oh, he's got a lot. It's Ray Dunn. Everybody loves Ray.
Well, is Ray really using this for a topic? Because sometimes,
Ray
sometimes you'll get people that'll just ask a question and then they never look at it or interact. Like, what's a good TV show recommendation? I just finished watching this show. What's a TV show recommendation? Dutz is rolling his eyes in there, and they don't even look at it, and they don't have any interaction. They're just putting something out there so it can be like, all right, let me scratch my brain. So people are responding to something.
Got some good stuff here.
Yeah.
Tom checked in and he said, go to garage and buy a beer for Ray and Connor. That's always a good one. Seamus Clancy, who just got a new gig. Yeah, he just got a new gig. I do too as well. I would love to get Seamus on the show anytime you want. He's a good dude and really a diehard Philadelphia sports fan. He's with SB Nation now. He said, the easy answer, if anyone ever comes to town, what's the number one place you send them?
Well, you have to go to the art museum and then get cheesesteaks. And then go see the Liberty Bell.
Well, you can get
that would be my answer.
Reading Terminal Market.
Reading Terminal Market's amazing.
That's the number one answer, and you check all the boxes.
My guys from San Diego, Ben, we had did we have Woods on the show or I went on? No, we didn't have him on the show. But they came in for the Padres series last year, and every morning they went to the Reading Terminal. And they're like, oh my God, this place is the best.
Yeah.
And then they went back for lunch and they got sandwiches and they had breakfast there or whatever. And it really, would it be like the equivalent to the fish market in Seattle where they're throwing the fishes?
You know what? We should start slinging some cheesesteaks down there. Literally, in the air.
Like a fish?
Yeah, like the fish. We should start doing something like that.
Whiz with.
Someone comes in, gets smacked upside the head.
And then you could have Jason Dumas from Action News asking what people want on their cheesesteak. Because, he had the hard-hitting question of the some new Eagles.
Here's a throwback. They got Beck's Cajun Cafe still there. Do you remember what we used to always get delivered here?
No.
Remember it was
I remember we got stuff delivered here. I don't remember what.
What was the name of that sandwich? It had everything in it. It was so good. But Beck's is still there. Oh man, what was the name of that sandwich? I'm drawing a blank. It was like it was just a mix mash of everything in it. Really good sandwich.
All right.
Oh, the train wreck. Thank you.
I remember the train wreck.
That was the name of it. The train wreck. We used to get train wreck delivered here like every Friday.
Was it every Friday?
It was something. They were sponsoring something, I think, with Bruno, maybe. I forget.
I could see that.
Yeah, but anyway, you get a little Bassett's ice cream. What's the bakery there? The
well, I didn't this year, but I forget what it's called, but that's where I would get my pies before Thanksgiving. Every year.
What type of pies?
Oh,
Pumpkin?
Shoe fly pie every year. Pumpkin pie, certainly, depending on what I see in there. But I'm a chocolate shoe fly pie and a regular shoe fly pie.
I've never had a shoe fly pie.
Oh, man, it's delicious.
Like when you said that, I thought you were messing with me.
No.
I don't think I've ever.
A nice floury crust and then molasses. And then the chocolate shoe fly pie has a chocolate layer of it. We have a lot of jingles that people are checking in with. Also, I wanted to I'm going to miss John Kincade. I am, because he's aggravating me via text message. So he said people should be mad at AJ Brown, because he says AJ Brown's not doing his camp. And again, I've sympathized with the people that bought tickets for it, thinking they were going to get AJ Brown, but so he says they were selling places in that camp 2 weeks ago. It's ridiculous you're not ripping AJ for it. And he says his name, his representation has him attached, and they're still selling people those passes a couple weeks ago. That's ridiculous. People have a right to be pissed. Yeah, not at AJ. That's my point. Like, you think really it was on AJ's radar that this place was still selling spots on Instagram 2 weeks ago? You think he even remembers? He's got people that have his schedule and whatever. He's not paying attention to an AJ Brown football camp. If he sees it, he's probably saying, "Oh yeah, I'm not doing that anymore." Like, this is so below his pay grade. This is the company that's crappy here. If they're not allowing refunds, or they're still selling the spots knowing he's not doing it.
Yeah.
AJ does not deserve any flack here.
And
I'm sorry.
And he just did one the first week of May with this company up in Lehigh Valley. All right. So he was still an Eagle. Remember, that was where I'm still an Eagle. No matter what people say, he said that there. And of course, he's traded. So, like, yeah, it's time to move off of everything that's taking place here in the Delaware Valley. If I'm AJ Brown, I'm no longer there.
He's not coming back, because he would. If he's here, he can drive. He can have somebody drive him over there. He's not taking a plane from Foxborough, coming all the way down here for how many hour appearance at this camp.
I won't be surprised if that same company is doing an AJ Brown
in New England
football camp next summer in New England.
Yep, probably. All right, more jingles coming up. They're flying in. Also, the Phillies. What are they going to do? We're waiting for the Garcia news to come down. I think he's going to miss significant time. And I don't know. I don't know details, but would anybody be surprised if they're talking about more like a month or more than just a 10-day stay? When you go out and you trade for a guy and you're bringing up somebody from the minors, like, you know that he's not going to be back anytime soon. That's coming up next. It is Middays with Marks, 97.5, the Fanatic. Let's talk about Bet Parks for a second. I'm always talking about Bet Parks. All right, always on the Bet Parks app. So check it out. A couple days ago, all right, this is after they lost. Did they go down 2 games to none in the hockey final? Well, no, they were down in the series, and I went to the Bet Parks app, and it was a plus 152 for Carolina. And I said, you know what? I'm hitting this right now because they're still going to win the series. I even put it out as my Bet Parks pick of the day on social media. Right now, it's minus 475. They won last night. They're up in the series. It's minus 475. So it's more than just betting games, right? That's really like what I enjoy doing, because I've been totally off on the pro basketball finals. I've been hitting it with hockey, but I like kind of doing this stuff. So it's not even about just betting games. It's about betting everything on the Bet Parks Sportsbook app and online casino, because you can play real casino games for real money. Blackjack, roulette, hundreds of online slots. So you have the betting, you have the casino games. How about World Soccer Tournament going on right now? You can do it all from your phone. Philadelphia baseball back at it tonight. Pro basketball finals, individual player performances, all of that's going on. The BetParks Sportsbook app and online casino. It's the only one I would ever recommend. And right now, new online casino users up to $500 casino bonus back in your first 24 hours. You must be 21, and then PA, New Jersey, Michigan, or Maryland. New users only. Terms and conditions apply. See betparks.com for details. Casino bonus must be wagered. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies get a right-handed bat. I'm Brandon Dutz, and this update is brought to you by Morganstone Medical. Losing your hair and wish you could do something about it? Call the trusted team at Morganstone Medical, because where you go matters. Call 610-830-HAIR. The Phillies have made a trade, acquiring outfielder Derek Hill from the White Sox in exchange for 2 prospects. In 53 at-bats this season against left-handed pitching, Hill posted a .245 average along with a .789 OPS. We have still no word on Adolis Garcia, but we'll keep updated once we get more information. The Phillies are in Milwaukee tonight with Andrew Painter taking the mound against Jacob Mrazowski. Steve Pfeiffer from Wisconsin Sports Daily joined Kincade Salciunas earlier today to talk about the Miz.
The lingering question in the offseason was, can he be that guy when everybody's not watching him and paying attention to him? He came back this year and kind of on a mission to prove to everybody that he can be that guy. He can be the leader of the staff and the future Cy Young Award winner.
The Hurricanes took Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals and are now 1 win away from a Stanley Cup. And the Knicks will look to close things out tomorrow night down in San Antonio. Just a reminder, you can listen to the game live right here on The Fanatic. This update is sponsored by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. The McComb Group sponsors contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories. From pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands, count on the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
We just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
They say this is about competitive balance. Should we look at who's in first place right now? The Rays, big spenders. Guardians, they're big spenders. The Brewers, they're often confused with the Dodgers. The A's, until yesterday. Does that seem like a competitive balance problem? Ask the Mets, okay? Ask the Angels. Ask the Tigers and the Astros and the Red Sox and the Giants. They're all terrible. They're all in the top 12 in payroll. So it sounds good to say it's about competitive balance. I think you guys know this is not why these owners are doing this. And honestly, it's not even the biggest issue in their sport. Seriously, this is not a payroll disparity problem. It's a revenue disparity problem. Right now, as the sport works, there's just no path for the Pirates or the Guardians or the Rays to have anywhere near the revenues of the Dodgers. So that's got to be addressed. But it can be addressed with better revenue sharing, with taking that next big new TV deal and divvying up so that it addresses this stuff. And the one thing that I really love that the players proposed yesterday is that reverse luxury tax thing that says you'd better spend your revenue sharing money or it's going to cost you. If your payroll is under whatever that bottom threshold is, you'll be taxed. Just like if you go over, it'll be taxed. These are the concepts that I think need to be explored, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of fighting to get there.
We know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's a rotation, but Tanner McKee, before this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner. This isn't about Tanner. But that's probably what I'm most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
All right, more on the Phillies coming up here in a second. Our buddy Jason Lee from PHL 17.
Oh, yeah.
Checks in. He said you got to sing the Ideal jingle. I mean, how many people bring up the Ideal jingle? That's from the 60s and 70s. But it's iconic.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's still here, and everyone knows it. It's not one that lands with me, but
no,
I guess I'm a little young for that, which is always a good thing.
But it was a Jersey department store, New Jersey department store. So by the time you were here, it was many, many years later with Ideal.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we have a bunch coming in on the Davis Honda voice memo text line there. Let's get a couple more jingles and we'll get back into the Phillies. Go ahead.
I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Dr. Pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on, be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper.
It's a good one. That's Andy in Lambertville, too.
Andy Strong.
It's a good one.
Yeah, Andy rolling out yesterday. Great to see him.
Do we have a Alka-Seltzer one here? What do we have?
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Maybe. Let me hear.
This is Marty in Havertown. Retired. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Schaefer, pleasure doesn't fade even when your thirst is done. The most rewarding flavor in this man's world for people who are having fun. Schaefer is a one beer to have when you're having more than one.
I don't remember it.
Outstanding. Nice work by him.
Do you like Schaefer beer?
Man, I can't tell you the last time that I even saw Schaefer. Schaefer's one of those deals where
was it a little bottle?
I just remember like the can, the pop, like the top. It was like a little triangle.
I think Schaefer beer was on the wall or something. Was it Connie Mack Stadium?
There you go.
I don't know, but Schaefer beer to me was just a cheap beer when I was a teenager.
Correct. Genesee
Cream Ale, Jenny Cream Ale.
Yeah.
I see the can. Yep.
Utica Club for all the people. I don't know if that was the Northeastern Pennsylvania thing. That literally used to be able to get a case of Utica Club for $4.99. The only catch was it was warm. They never kept it in the fridge.
Yeah, for sure. Golden Anniversary was when I went to Senior Week, everybody was tasked with getting 5 cases of beer somehow. So we had 50 cases of beer because we had 10 people in the house. And Golden Anniversary was $5 a case. And it was, you know how you can get the case and it's not covered or anything like that. It's just 4 6-packs on the cardboard.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
that was it.
And they were not refrigerated. No, I can still taste that. Oh,
Who the hell is selling a case of beer for $5?
Somebody that paid $1 for it, I guess.
That's great.
Yep. All right, there you go. So the Phillies, we're kind of waiting. This probably happens, like 2, 3 o'clock dots. I don't know what time that but a lot of people expect the Phillies to put Adolis Garcia on the IL with a shoulder injury. How severe is it? I don't know. It's just a feeling based on seeing the injury. I don't think this is just he's out for 10 days, 15 days, and then they bring him back. I'm concerned it's going to be a little bit longer. Even though he's not hitting, at least you can count on the defense. So the Phillies have had to make some moves. They traded for Derek Hill yesterday, and then everybody expects Gabriel Rincones to be recalled or called up from the Lehigh Valley.
Yep. Look, like you said, it starts with Garcia and how long he's going to be out. Now, Luke Arcani joined us earlier, and he's like, yeah, the 15-day DL, I am sniffing something a little bit longer than that. So I don't think you're going to make a trade middle of the season before the trade deadline. It's something that we haven't seen from Dave Dombrowski since he's been here in the Phillies, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody that steps right into the lineup? No. So I think that there is some real big concern around Garcia and when he'll return. You hope it's just a pulled muscle, but it seems like we'll be without him in right field. And he's been a great right fielder defensively. Bat-wise, man.
He's hitting under 200.
It's ugly.
He does have 7 home runs, so he, honestly, he's been exactly what I thought he was going to be.
I thought he'd be a little bit better.
Great in right field, raw power. He has 7 home runs. So if it is to stay healthy, he would hit on pace for 17 or 16 or something like that.
Around 20 range, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so right there. Maybe I had him hitting a couple more home runs, but I didn't expect a better hitter. He's exactly what, as Denny Green said, they are who they thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
We let him off the hook.
Let him off the hook. So I think the Phillies are in a great spot. They have bounced back in a big way because of what took place earlier this year with Thompson. They got the starting pitching hitting its stride. We went over some of the numbers yesterday since Wheeler has returned and what the top of the rotation has looked like. We know the closer is there. Just the bats, as usual. Same old conversation as we have had these past few years. John, I think this is the time where you got a good club. I mean,
you have a good club.
Describe the Phillies.
We have a good club.
Are they a great club?
No.
It's a great starting pitching.
They have a good club. No, Dave Dombrowski was right when he said we have a good club.
I don't think we've ever said that. We got to give them some credit.
We have a good club.
Yeah, we need to give them some credit.
We have a good club.
They have a good club. Good enough to win a World Series?
Not right now. Not right now. I can't. If I've been fooled in the past, I'm not going to, take the bait this time. Oh, what if? No, they need to go out there and get somebody. Get me an impact.
I was talking to Connor this morning during one of the breaks because what we started the show with was, okay, if Garcia's gone for more than just a week or two, and even then, he hasn't been good this year. So it's not like you can be like, oh, well, thank God Garcia's back. No, he hasn't been good at all. You obviously need to get a right-handed bat. And the odds are that they're probably not going to go for a blockbuster because the top of your farm system is all you really have, at least right now. Guys just haven't developed. The Dante Nori dude that was great in the World Baseball Classic, he had 2 home runs in 1 game.
Yep.
In the World Baseball Classic, A-Rod called him, was saying all these great things about him.
A-Rod loved him.
He struggled in Double A this year.
And he got hurt. What's he deal with, a hamstring? Is that what it is?
Something, but it's not.
He'll be back.
It's not there. So even guys that you were expecting to take that net, because if Nori's batting, I don't know, 320 with 7 home runs, right now he's probably their number 2 or their number 3 prospect, and he's being looked at as like, wow, he could help us next year. That's not what happened. I mean, and like that's why they're prospects, man.
Yeah.
That's why they're prospects. So I can't tell you how many players I've seen over the years that it's been like, oh, well, man, he's going to be good, and then he doesn't get to be good. But when do you know, like, you trade this prospect, it doesn't matter, Kyle Drabeck, but you didn't trade Chase Utley. They could have gotten Kurt Schilling, however many years ago that was, when Arizona traded him to Boston. Kurt wanted to come back. The Phillies were kind of like, I don't know if we want to deal with Kurt anymore. But it was Chase Utley and Ryan Madsen. For Chase Utley and Ryan Madsen, you would have had Kurt Schilling. And thank God they didn't do it, because Kurt Schilling's one of the best pitchers I've ever seen, one of the best big game starters that of my life.
Mm-hmm.
He should be a Hall of Famer. If he shut up for 5 minutes, maybe he'd get in the Hall of Fame. But, like, thank God they didn't do it. You would have given up a guy that has his number retired and a big part of that bullpen to bridge the lids, the biggest part of the bullpen to bridge the lids. So you got to watch who you trade. But, man, I mean, can they win a World Series with making a Bader move this year?
No. You need depth. You need somebody that can help you out a little bit as far as hitting is concerned. It's just another piece. I still think that it's the Dodgers and everybody else. I still want to give credit to the Yankees. I know that they're not even in first place. Phillies are good, but it's just a lot of, hey, if this happens, that starting rotation, look out. And it's the same conversation that we have every year. Well, why not? Why not be aggressive and say, you know what? We got a couple pieces in the farm system. Let's move it. Let's go get that impact bat now.
Yeah.
Why not? Nobody cares about the regular season. John, they won back-to-back division titles.
I just, like, obviously there's details that matter with this, right? Like, what player are you talking about? What prospects are you talking about? But, like, are they good enough to where you have two really good prospects in Aiden Miller, who hasn't played this year because of a bad back, and Gage Wood, who was their first-round draft pick last year. Then you have some really young guys that you can't even really consider at this point because they're so young. But anyway, Uncle Jamie checks in and says that he's feeling a season ender for Adolis.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, too, as well.
Dutch, you feeling that?
Yeah, I was going to say probably earliest I'll be back is mid to late August. I probably missed two plus months. It's a serious injury. They're not going to rush him back.
Looks like it, but we'll see.
It's a shame.
So we'll wait to hear that on you, 610-632-0975, 610-632-0975. Phone line, text line, Davis Honda voice text line, voice memo. Hit it right there. Coming up at 1 o'clock, an important update on Club Hertz, including are there some technical problems going on? We'll discuss, and maybe I've dabbled into the club business. That's coming up at 1 o'clock. Middays the Marks, 97.5.
Hall
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
say this is about competitive balance. Should we look at who's in first place right now? The Rays, big spenders. Guardians, they're big spenders. The Brewers, they're often confused with the Dodgers. The A's, until yesterday. Does that seem like a competitive balance problem? Ask the Mets. Okay, ask the Angels. Ask the Tigers and the Astros and the Red Sox and the Giants. They're all terrible. They're all in the top 12 in payroll. So it sounds good to say it's about competitive balance. I think you guys know this is not why these owners are doing this. And honestly, it's not even the biggest issue in their sport. Seriously, this is not a payroll disparity problem. It's a revenue disparity problem. Right now, as the sport works, there's just no path for the Pirates or the Guardians or the Rays to have anywhere near the revenues of the Dodgers. So that's got to be addressed. But it can be addressed with better revenue sharing, with taking that next big new TV deal and divvying up so that it addresses this stuff. And the one thing that I really love that the players proposed yesterday is that reverse luxury tax thing that says you'd better spend your revenue sharing money or it's going to cost you. If your payroll is under whatever that bottom threshold is, you'll be taxed. Just like if you go over, it'll be taxed. These are the concepts that I think need to be explored, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of fighting to get there.
Exciting and new. Come aboard.
So, and you know it?
No.
We're expecting you.
The Love Boat theme. You remember the Love Boat? You're too young.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of young for the Love Boat. The Plane's a Plane with Hervé.
The plane, boss. The plane.
Right.
That guy? Yeah.
The Love Boat. Yep. That's Yacht Rocky. Next Friday, Butt Rock Friday.
Butt Rock. It could take off this summer. You know, it could be the summer of Butt Rock.
Well, we thought we were going to be selling live broadcasts for Yacht Rock, and that hasn't worked.
Hey, look. If we want to combine forces down at Canal Side, all right, come on down. We can do it in the summer bash there. How about that?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would that be Butt Rock and Yacht Rock?
I don't know if you could combine Butt Rock and Yacht Rock. I think that might be a tough combination. But, trust me, we can make it work. We can make it happen.
All right. I need official predictions on picks. Who do you got for tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Spurs are 5?
They're 5.5-point favorites. Do they get off the mat? I just think it's going to be a close game, and the Spurs are very capable of winning that game. I'll say yes. I'll stick to my guns. This extends to 6, and you win your bet, so that's always a good thing.
This feels like 6 games.
But going back to the Garden and winning there, we'll worry about when it gets there. But Saturday night, give me the Spurs to extend the series. And, oh, by the way, right now, on First Take, as we were just during a commercial break, Stephen A. and those guys, those guests, were debating, and here's the question. You ready?
Yes.
And again, you're putting the cart before the horse, people. Would Knicks be one of the greatest teams ever with a title? That's literally what they have written on the board, too. That's funny. It's on the screen. Would Knicks be one of the greatest teams ever with a title?
No, I think the best ever in any sport. Yes, absolutely, guys. Congratulations.
It's already won, apparently. That's it.
Congratulations. No, but that's that. Like, man, you were feeling so good about yourself. Like, okay, listen, calm down. All right, if you end up winning, it's a good team. It's a good run. You want a title, and that's simple. You want a title. Let's not get carried away.
Well, why don't you win first? Hold up.
No, agreed.
They did. What was the San Antonio series? Was it 3-1? It was 3-1. They just did it. Or the OKC series. They came back.
They just came back. Yeah, they just came back.
So hold up. They just did it, and you're asking that question? There'll be time. There'll be time for that. Not right now, though.
Not right now?
No, because they need to win, right? Like, Wemby is that good. I don't even think we've gotten a great Wemby performance. If I'm wrong on that, point it out. I think he's been really good. I think he's been flawed at times. He's going through it. He's young and experienced at this point in time of the season. But Wemby is the type of cat that could put this team on his back, give you 40 in 3 straight games. He could.
Yeah, for sure. No, like you said, he's gonna win. He's gonna win titles when it's all said and done.
Wait till he gets that turnaround jumper. You're never gonna be able to stop him. How do you stop him?
So we have something written on the call screener. Whose mom said she saw the waterfall from the beginning of the Love
My
Boat?
mom. Yeah.
The Love Boat.
Yeah, she said the waterfall from the opening, the opening.
She can picture it. She can picture the opening scene.
Yeah, no, she saw it when she was in
there.
Hawaii.
No,
with my dad on her honeymoon.
Oh wow.
That's what she's saying. She saw the waterfall she did a helicopter tour in Hawaii, and that's where she saw it.
Me too. I once did a helicopter tour in Hawaii, and I passed out on my dad's shoulder.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was awesome too. But I ended up getting sick. We were hovering over. It might have been a waterfall. I think we were actually hovering over as the lava was pouring into the ocean.
Really?
Yeah, kid you not.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was 12 years old, and I out. Only time I've ever been on a helicopter.
You fell asleep in the helicopter?
I knocked out. I think I was about to be sick.
Oh.
And I think I just ended up passing out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that does sound like a lot of fun.
Other than that.
That is great. We have the David's on a text line. We have voice memos. You have a Phillies voice memo? Oh, God.
Speaking of the Brewers and being exciting, I wish we were the Brewers, because if you look at the Brewers' #1 prospect and his name, it is probably going to be the greatest name in sports. So do yourself a favor and find the Brewers' #1 prospect's name.
Is that Billy Brewer who we were talking about before?
It'd be great. Jesus made?
Made.
No, it's we have an inside joke with Jesus is on line 1.
Yeah, one time a host went to the phones with Jesus instead of Jesus.
I want to talk to Jesus, line 3. Jesus on the Phillies. Your thoughts? Jesus Made?
I believe so.
I believe so, yes.
So if you don't pronounce it like it's correctly pronounced.
Well, if he was some white guy, you would probably say made.
Oh,
but
Jesus
he's not.
made.
Yeah, Jesus made.
Now batting for the Brewers.
Jesus made.
Shortstop. Jesus made.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't. The Phillies they're in a unique situation in that they're built to win right now, but the general manager then doesn't act like they're built to win now. He doesn't have urgency to make the club better because it was a good club, and the good club, if the ball would have been thrown to the third base side, could have beat the Dodgers, and if whatever else. So there's no real urgency for it. That's what I'm saying. Like to me, the trade deadline is another Bader move, and I can tell you what Ruben Amaro Jr. would have done. At least one of these times, what he would have done, he would have swung. He would have went to John Middleton and said, "Let's try to do something." Think of the moves that Ruben made. The aces, the Hunter Pence, the big moves, because he had his core, and then once the core started to age a little bit and you needed more, that's when you needed to try to bring in more. But, man, even like they signed Papelbon, and that was just when it was too late because he was still saying then, with our pitching and get the best closer in baseball, we can win. No. Like, they needed more help at the plate. Right now, this team needs more help at the plate. Harper's been good. Schwarber's been Schwarber. He's fine. Bohm's been coming on a little bit, too, but they're missing a big bat in the middle of the lineup.
You got a lot. You don't have a lot of prospects, but you have some decent prospects. Push them into the table. Treat them like poker chips. And let's go. Push it into the middle, man. Like, I want to enjoy the regular season. I do. There's a lot of people out there that are like, you got to do it in October. Okay. Well, go make that move now so it pays off.
I think they already missed the boat in trading Miller because now you'd be trading him. By the way, I don't think the Phillies are trading for a top bat. I don't. And like you should have traded Miller. But Zach Crochet, you could have had Crochet. Now they ended up trading for Luzardo, and it's worked out. But man, it doesn't work out like it did for Crochet.
Well, look at Crochet right now. He hasn't pitched in months, and
you're right.
They said that the strain was worse than they thought. So really,
he's gonna miss this year.
Yeah, obviously he's a great pitcher, but missing this year.
Yep. Won the Cy Young, or was he second? No, it's because Scuba won. Scuba won two in a row. Yeah.
Crochet's windup is just ridiculous with the leg kick all the way up to the head. It's unhittable.
I guess my point is that they held him back from previous trades, and now you almost can't trade him because he's hurt and he doesn't have the value. If you're a team that's going to trade this top player like a Buxton, you want a guy with a bad back that hasn't played this year? That doesn't. No, you're not doing that.
Well, I mean, what does Buxton? Keeping Buxton gives you what?
Twins? Another year to trade him.
Yeah.
Another year to trade him. An affordable outfield bat.
I'd rather take a chance on Aiden Miller than keep Buxton around.
Yeah, but you can do better than that. I don't know. I just don't think it's enough. I don't think the Phillies have enough to make a major move.
I don't think so either. Like I told you, we said it this morning. I think the Padres and the Dodgers both have you beat because you know how the Padres are. I mean, they've gotten Mason Miller, Soto, Tanner Scott a couple years ago. I mean, they get everybody over there. So I think you're beat there.
All right, coming up, we've all been waiting for it, Sean. I've been waiting for it because there's things going on in Club Hertz. So we need an update.
A little bit of turbulence, if I'm honest with you.
I mean, listen. I know, but I saw some people at Wegmans. I had somebody talking about Club Hertz to me at Wegmans yesterday.
What happens when you got something popular? Everybody wants a piece.
Yep. Now, I just to do a little tease here, I also have something to announce coming up. I have my own club.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
There you go.
What are you doing weekend?
But find out.
Okay.
Find out. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies add to their outfield. I'm Brandon Dutz, and this update is brought to you by Family Company and Jewelers. Ditch the ties and gift cards this year and get Dad something different. Get him a gift that shows how much you care, like a hand-forged pocket knife from William Henry. FamilyJewelers.com. The Phillies have made a trade, acquiring Derek Hill from the White Sox in exchange for 2 prospects. In 53 at-bats this season against left-handed pitching, Hill posted a .245 average along with the .789 OPS. We are still waiting for news for Adolis Garcia, and we'll keep updated once we get more information. The Phillies are in Milwaukee tonight with Andrew Painter taking the mound against Jacob Mizorowski. Steve Pfeiffer from Wisconsin Sports Daily joined Kincade and Salciunas earlier today to talk about the Miz.
The lingering question in the offseason was, can he be that guy when everybody's not watching him and paying attention to him? He came back this year and kind of on a mission to prove to everybody that he can be that guy. He can be the leader of the staff and the future Cy Young Award winner.
The Hurricanes took Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals and are now 1 win away from a Stanley Cup, and the Knicks will look to close things out tomorrow night down in San Antonio. Reminder, you can listen to that game live right here on The Fanatic. This update is sponsored by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
We know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's a rotation, but Tanner McKee, before this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner, but that's probably what I'm most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
the plan to keep Joel? And can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
Easy Lover. This is a great tune.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get enough. Philip Bailey, Earth, Wind & Fire. Phil Collins. This is after Phil, he left Genesis and he had the solo career. Because he's a big star. Take your heart, but you won't feel it.
Easy Lover.
Keep it up a little bit in the back. I gotta hear Philip Bailey come in right here. Here he goes. Listen to this. Kidding me? Dream of keeping hold of. Oh, you'll regret it.
Hey now.
There you go. All right, we're back. Middays with Marks and Sean Brace. And Dutz is in today. Negative Nate, Austin Jones in the back doing YouTube today. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's a Yacht Rock Friday. And, a nice hot one outside.
Ooh, yeah. Hopefully dry, too. Got USA Soccer this evening, John. How excited are you?
Man, I'm.
You cupped up?
What time's the game?
9 p.m.
Painter might be. Well, Painter will be out by 9 o'clock. But yeah, hopefully the Phillies are wrapping it up at 9 o'clock. If I tune in maybe at 9:30, there might not be much. Who are they playing?
Paraguay.
And what's the line on the game?
You get three-way action. A little bit of a slight favorite, little bit, as far as USA is concerned. But it could be a draw game, right? Like, this is group stage. You got to get your points. So you get points no matter what, with a win or a draw.
So explain it to me like I'm a soccer dummy. So how many games are there in this stage? And then how many teams advance?
I believe there's 4 teams in each group, and they play everybody once. So it's 3 games.
Okay.
Right? And then the top 2? Oh, Nate.
Yeah, top 2.
Yeah, top 2.
But I think it's top 2, and then
that's
if there's a tie, it goes to goals. Or
yeah, obviously there will be some breakdown on that. But
okay.
USA has a good shot at advancing. They better advance. Let's just put it that way. As far as moving on and maybe breathing some life into this World Cup. I don't know. It's got a different vibe. And I was making the case of like, man, if you would have started this up in the East Coast, I feel like it would have a little bit more of a buzz, but there's no buzz right now. Am I lying about that?
I mean, it's here, and we're not. Is there any buzz here? I mean, you're out, not me. Yeah. Mike, but I use my kids sometimes as a barometer, right? Like when the Flyers were in the playoffs, they're big Flyers fans like everybody else, right? Like depending on what's going on with the sports, they know what's going on because teachers are talking about it. Friends are talking about it. Friends' parents are talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even know what the World Cup is. I was trying to explain it. I was saying World Cup soccer. We got in the whole football conversation where I'm saying they call it football everywhere else. And
football.
My daughter's like, huh? Like the Eagles are football. I'm like, well, here the Eagles are football. Everybody else, they don't play that game. But anyway, yeah. So it's just kind of like they're like, yeah, they don't understand how big of a deal it is to have the World Cup.
Unbelievable. Once every 4 years, it's the best of the best. As far as tournaments go, it's a pretty cool concept.
Oh, it's very cool.
Every 4 years. And then the fact that we're hosting it, it should just have a bigger buzz. And I don't know what is going on, if it's something about the West Coast, if there's more to it. But that's
you need the team. You need games. You need the USA to win. Remember, we were on the radio. We were on the station. Was it 2012?
Correct.
And it was a game against Germany in the afternoon where we did a pregame. We were at Pagano's.
Oh, it was 14, World Cup 14.
2014.
Yep.
All right. So we're down at Pagano's, which is what, 20th and Market. What's the name of that square? But they've a projection that goes up on, how big's the TV? It goes up on the wall or
Monster.
whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Where people come from their offices and they watch it. There's literally probably 1,000 people out there watching it. We did a pregame we actually had the broadcast on our show during the week. And I don't remember the exact ratings, but it did monster ratings because everybody got into it. And that's what you're talking about. When do people get into it?
That's what I'm wondering.
My answer is when the United States team wins. I don't think they get into it because it's here and all these other teams. People that are big soccer fans will get into it. Right? Like if you're, let's say that your family's from Spain or your family's from whatever country, or you love soccer. Yeah, now you're going to get into it.
Yep.
But if you're me, right, like once the USA starts playing, I can't even – Dylan's walking around with a picture of a USA soccer player. Were you the only person to get it correct?
Sean Rodman as well.
Rodman got it as well?
Chris Wondolowski it was.
Nate did not get it, by the way.
He did not get one?
Did not get it.
What?
He didn't know
Oh,
who it
he's
was.
such a fraud.
Such a fake fan. That's what I told him. He's writing these World Cup previews. I told him I can't watch it because he doesn't know.
How it's Sean, though, and Rodman, though, and he wouldn't?
Maybe Nate's been lying to us all along. Just a flower guy, maybe.
I know him because of the Union World. He played for the San Jose Earthquakes. And
So you know him from the MLS.
MLS. But
Gotcha.
he scored a ton of goals for USA. And I pulled it out my keister. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
but I mean, at least you knew the name.
Yeah.
I literally, I don't have an answer. You know when they're on a game show and they can't answer, and it's like, well, just put any answer out there. I couldn't put an answer out. I can't name a player.
Well, we got tonight's game at
Sure,
9.
people won't rip me for that.
No, yeah, they'll understand. We got tonight's game at 9, and then next Friday's at 3. Like, I don't even know if tonight's game is going to have an impact on people. I really don't.
All right, I'm into it.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Put the hat on.
Here's what you need to do.
Put the hat on. You're not into it unless you're wearing that.
It's the Uncle Sam top hat. Yeah. Let's go. But you need a win. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I don't even think people will rip me other than soccer snobs. Because is anybody, like, do you know, Dutch, do you know any?
Yeah, I know I have a handful. I
All right,
thought
give me
watch
some.
tonight. Christian Pulisic.
There you
Tyler
go.
Adams.
Yes.
And Weah. I know Matt Turner's the backup. but
Ooh.
other than
Oh,
that,
wow.
That's
Kinda short.
spitting.
So does the average person out there listening to us know even a couple players on the team?
No.
Pulisic probably the number one because he had a good outing
So,
last time.
I
He's from
know-
Hershey. World Cup,
I
right.
know the name. I didn't know how to pronounce it, but I know the name because I've seen it.
Yeah.
He's one of the more notable players on the team.
Yeah, he's from Hershey. Look, we got a lot of really good players doing big things across seas.
Right.
Like
And he
EPL.
plays in the EPL
No, Pulisic is in
Champions League.
no,
See, I know about that.
No, that's a different tournament.
The Saudi Arabia.
It's not Bundesliga. He's not in Bundesliga. What's he?
I don't care.
He's he's in the.
But anyway,
come on, Nate.
All right,
Where's Pulisic at?
So Davis, some soccer expert you are.
He's
Davis Honda text line on just voice memo or regular
Serie A.
text message.
I knew that. AC Milan he plays for. Serie A.
Which is what?
It is the Italian league.
Okay. Yeah, see, there's just too much going on. It would be
That's
like
why I don't blame you. It's all international stuff.
It's
you know
tough.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
man,
It's tough to keep up with it. I get it.
they have these friggin' in-season tournaments, and it's like, well,
Hey,
and then the NBA is great idea. Let's have an in-season tournament, and no one freaking cares.
Yeah.
It's not an American.
You
thing.
better respect the cup, because guess what? If the Knicks win it all, they won the cup, John. It's time we start respecting the cup.
When did they win the cup?
In December.
This year?
Correct.
So they'd be the first team in the history of the NBA to not only win the title,
Yes.
but also win the World Cup.
Yeah, well, the NBA Cup.
The NBA Cup.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I mean, that would be something really. It'd be like, listen, I know it's the first title since what, 69 or 73 or something?
73 for the
73.
Knicks,
Yeah, but we got the World Cup too. Let's just call it the World Cup.
No.
It's a good cup.
I respect the cup. Nobody else does. I respect the cup.
All right, so Sean, people have been waiting, wondering, watching. Club Hurts. It's a club you and Petrilli, Brendan Petrilli, our promotions coordinator, you guys came up with the idea to like, hey, listen,
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts needs support.
that's right.
Needs support from real Jalen Hurts fans. So you created
Club Hurts. It was authentic. It was something we stumbled into, and it's got a full head of steam, and I don't know when this is going to stop. I'm overwhelmed at the emails pouring in, the membership applications that are stacking up on Petrilli's desk. Instagram was growing, and that's the turbulence that we're dealing with right now. At Club Hurts, give us a follow, at Club Hurts. Can't log in, password having issues. We don't know what's going on with the Instagram
All right,
page.
so hang on a second. So you've already been compromised?
Yeah.
The Instagram page that you created 3 days ago has already
Correct.
been compromised?
Yes, we think that there's some people that are playing some tricks behind the scenes that maybe have
Reporting spam?
Yeah, but we're going through it. That's all right. We got lawyers on top of this.
Petrilli didn't try to vote for somebody on their podcast and entered his password. That's what I'm saying. Did Petrilli screw up?
No.
Did some fake girl that he fell for?
No.
He's like, oh, she knows that I'm a part of Club Hurts.
Club Hurts. People are hitting me up. They want to know how they can get involved.
How do you
As
get
I said, Instagram at Club Hurts. Follow there. But hit us up with a Gmail or an email at our Gmail account, and that is clubhurts1@gmail.com. That is the number 1. All right. So clubhurts1 at gmail.com, and then we'll hit you with the reply email on what you need to do to become a member. But this is not a bandwagon thing. This isn't a timeshare. This is a commitment. We need loyalty during the summer months, especially when the Mount Rushmore season comes around the corner. All right, training camp overreactions. I got people, breaking down what he's doing out there at NovaCare Complex or at the Jeff. Excuse me. So we need loyalty in Club Hurts. That's number 1. Number 2 is we'll tell you some other things. And one of the big things is the video, right? We want you to pledge your allegiance. I'll give you a little sample. How about this?
People have been sending in videos already?
People. We got 50 videos already.
Did you really?
50.
50?
50.
That's more than we can handle.
It's a big club. Petrilli has a pile of papers he's got to work through on his desk when he gets back on Monday.
All right.
Anyways, here's a sample. This is a video that was sent to Club Hurts as far as looking to join our club.
Oh, you ask why? Why would I want to join Club Hurts? My goodness, because Jalen Hurts is a beast. Jalen Hurts brought me a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts has a good head on his shoulders. Jalen Hurts is Philadelphia. How do I plan on standing by Jalen Hurts? Oh, geez, how have I not stood by Jalen Hurts? I rock his Kelly Green 1 whenever I can. I damn near sleep in it. It's damn near my PJs. I represent Mr. Hurts. I love Mr. Hurts. My commitment, my goodness, I've been committed for what? 26 of my 32 years on this beautiful planet. Take off my work hat and put on my Birds hat. Go Birds. I love Jalen Hurts. I love the Philadelphia Football Eagles. Go Birds.
Let's go. Boom. Clubhurts1@gmail.com. That's what we're looking for. You got to pledge your loyalty, your allegiance to supporting our guy, number 1.
There you go.
Super Bowl champion, 2-time conference champion. He's been to the playoffs every single year with Nick Sirianni. Stand by our man, Club Hurts. Club Hurts. And the Revenge Tour T-shirts will be out. We got merch. We're going to send you a card for our honorary members.
Ooh.
Nice work. Once again, hit us up with the email and follow along on Instagram at Club Hurts.
Yep, they won't be able to access it, but hopefully you get it fixed. That would really stink.
Yeah.
You already got a couple hundred followers, so follow. You may need to follow a new account coming up.
Hopefully that's not the case.
You know what I'm saying, Dutz? Dutz, what's your read on the situation of them not being able to access the Instagram account?
I think BP messed it up. I think he was clicking some devious links out there, and I think it messed it all up. He doesn't want to admit it.
So, but these guys, why would people want to sabotage the page by claiming it's spam?
Maybe it's AJ Brown. Maybe he's reporting spam. You never know.
Listen.
Praising Drake May, Club Hurts goes down. Listen, AJ's living life over there in New England.
We got hacked.
Did you get hacked?
Club Hurts got hacked by an account in Raleigh, North Carolina.
So how does that happen?
I have no idea because the password is crazy. You wouldn't guess the password.
So it's weird because now I'm new to Facebook again, and I unfortunately I had 2 Facebook accounts that were created, and it wouldn't switch off the one account, and that account wasn't the one that I used. So I got 1,000 friends in in a week or two, and I don't want to. So now, but I can access it, but it doesn't. That Facebook account isn't attached to my Instagram account, which is what I wanted and what I needed. So finally, I figured out how to link those accounts and not to the Facebook account I'm not using. But in the process of that, I went into I don't know. It's some type of manager for both the Facebook and the Instagram, some other page.
Meta business.
And it said some person had access to managing my account. It was just some random name, some woman.
Yeah.
It's like, how'd that happen?
No idea, but that's what's going on on our Instagram page. So we got to get to the bottom of that. But keep the emails coming.
Okay.
Club Hurts 1, the number 1, because he wears number 1, clubhurts1@gmail.com.
All right. Well, I wanted to throw this out there because with a shout out to Chuck from New York, who is one of our better callers and listeners.
What's up, Chuck?
So Chuck agreed to join my club if I stopped the 76er for Nick's club, which I've agreed to do. But the objective Club Hurts right now is up on Instagram. So you should follow. I have my own club, so I'm not going to let this one get hacked.
Okay.
So Bill Colarulo and I were talking about it. It's just like, why do I have to be so gung-ho over Jalen Hurts? Like, all right, Jalen deserves respect. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts. But like oh, my God, Jalen Hurts, he's so disrespected. He's a Super Bowl MVP. More than one thing can be true about a player, including, man, they suck at throwing the football last year. And it wasn't just last year. This whole thing about the passing offense and A.J. Brown, yeah, there's something to it. So that's
his name is Kevin Patullo. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's objective Club Hurts, where we can be supportive of our quarterback because I'm rooting for Jalen Hurts. I'm not being mean-spirited towards Jalen Hurts.
All right.
I'm not trying to turn that into this. Objective Club Hurts is here for everybody else that doesn't want to be involved with you people. All right, so follow it on Instagram. Objective Club Hurts.
Wow.
You people, Brace.
I'm filing a complaint, a trademark.
But we're allies.
I'm taking you to court. No, we're definitely not. We're not allies. No. This guy deserves more than what you're putting out there in your club.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He deserves respect. He doesn't deserve all the things like the intangibles are real. He's got winning DNA. Last year, how did they win 11 games? He wasn't throwing the ball well. They couldn't run the ball. The offensive line sucked. How did they win 11 games? Some of that is that you know how to win games. Yeah. And Jalen Hurts knows how to win games. No question about it. He's the best He's the best quarterback in Eagles franchise history, without a doubt.
Mm.
And
no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We got breaking
Objective Club Hurts.
We got breaking news from Club Hurts headquarters. Our legal team has been alerted to the existence of this account, and I'm just going to let you know that I'll see you in court. No, this is not. You're not an ally. No. Club Hurts.
There it is. Look at it.
That's good.
Chuck came up with
That's good. No.
And it's facts over feelings is our tagline.
C&D, brother. Cease and desist. That's coming your way. Nope. You are. You're coming after our Club Hurts brand. That's what it is. That's what I'm feeling right now. I am not a fan of what you're doing.
All right. I just picked up a couple followers. Thank you. Jeff and Aaron and Miguel just jumped on.
Oh, I love it.
Along with Chuck from Yep. Listen, I'm just telling you, it could be a thing. Maybe not as big as your thing, but you already got hacked, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, we're up against it. I'm cease and desist. C&D, Dutch. I'm sending the lawyers in. Petrilli, got to get some muscle.
So now, is this it? And then after this phase right here, then they're off for like a month, and then everybody takes their vacation, and then training camp commences.
This is it.
There in a little bit. This is it.
We got the mini training camp, right? Is that what they call it? Mini camp?
Mandatory mini camp.
Mandatory. There you go. Yeah.
Mandatory mini camp.
So you get that, and then a little bit of a break, and we roll on. Now it's Coop season. That's what it officially is.
He gets one less hurrah.
You see them a lot of family function yesterday. You see that down there?
I saw some pictures and stuff.
E-Rock was in the building, saw that. And
was he DJing?
I don't know. He was involved. I don't know if he was DJing, but Mulata got up there and sang. And he is just so gifted. To be able to do that in front of a crowd, the way he sang a cappella, he sang with just an acoustic guitar.
He's great.
It's ridiculous. But I do want to point out, Jalen Hurts was there.
Saw that. That's the one thing I saw. He showed up.
Okay. He's doing his part. This bad teammate that 11 sources can't stomach. This wannabe Jordan.
Oh, by the way, since John Kincade loves texting me during the show, where's the hit piece coming out on A.J. Brown that I've been promised?
You said it
Because
yesterday.
he told me, he goes, it was up till wait and see. All right, I'm waiting. How long do I have to wait? I've already had reporters saying they were going in thinking it was going to be A.J. Brown, and they got nothing on it. Well, it was all pointed in the direction. Again, that's what Objective Club Hurts is about.
They said I was a diva.
You have to acknowledge there is another side to everything. I agree.
Not at Club Hurts. We don't have to acknowledge anything other than the fact that we have our Super Bowl champion.
What I agree with is that he takes a lot of criticism, nationally and locally, for a guy that's had a lot of success. And then you look at the players like Herbert, who, I mean, come on, give me a break. Everybody would love to have a Herbert on their team till a playoff game happens. And then I don't think you want the guy on the team. Oh, but the offensive line take excuses for every other quarterback. I don't have excuses for Jalen Hurts last year.
You guys have membership cards in your club?
No.
You got merch?
No, we don't have anything.
You got meet and greets?
We have an Instagram page. That's it.
You have the Tush Push Champagne Room? See, these are all the things you need to join Club Hurts for, right? Not this other Fugazi club.
This is just where real Eagles fans have real opinions. And it's facts over feelings. You guys are all in your feelings.
Oh, no. We're about winning. That's all we care about.
That's it.
That's it. Winning, looking good, feeling good, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Club Hurts. ClubHurts1@gmail.com.
And you've already been hacked, which is amazing. 610-632.
That's Petrilli.
0975. We have some jingle memos. We'll look at the weekend series for the Phillies as well. Middays of Marks, 97.5, the Fanatic. All right, let's talk about your hair for a second. Yep, you know where I'm going. Morgenstern Hair Restoration. So in 2026, I had a hair transplant, I don't know how many years ago now, because I had lost a decent amount of hair and I wanted my hair back. But in today's hair game, right, the transplant is there. The results are amazing. But maybe you're just starting to lose your hair and you're like, you know what? I'm good with where my hair is right now. I'd like it a little bit fuller and thicker, but I want to stop the hair loss. That's where you're at. And that's Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Most experience, when you're talking about Philadelphia, when you're talking about hair in Philadelphia, the Morgenstern Hair Team, over 30 years of experience in hair restoration, 3 locations in Pennsylvania, Bala Cynwyd, Wayne, and Lancaster. So, really, it is. Do you want your hair stopped? That's restoration. Do you want the hair loss stopped? Keep your existing hair. Get your hair back. Get your hair thicker and fuller and looking great. Where you go matters. Instagram, Facebook, the ads that you see out there. Okay. Go to the place that I know does it. That's Morgenstern Hair. 610-831-HAIR. 610-831-HAIR. Don't trust an algorithm or an online ad. Get a hold of Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Their website, Morgenstern Hair. That's Morgan with an E. Morgensternhair.com.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies make a move. I'm Brandon Dutz, and the Phillies have made a trade, acquiring outfielder Derek Hill from the Chicago White Sox in exchange for 2 prospects. In 53 at-bats this season against left-handed pitching, Hill posted a .245 average with a .789 OPS. We're still awaiting word for Adolis Garcia's injury. We'll keep you updated once we get more information. The Phillies are in Milwaukee tonight with Andrew Painter taking the mound against Jacob Mizorowski. The Eagles will enter a month's hiatus until training camp begins in late July. A lot of talk has been about the offense and how it's looked under Sean Mannion thus far. Dave Zangaro of NBC Sports Philadelphia joined Middays earlier in the week to share what he's seen.
The fun thing has been just seeing what the offense looks like. It's very clear that this is not what they were doing previously under Nick Sirianni. All the benchmarks or all the staples of a Shanahan offense are there.
The Hurricanes took Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals and are 1 win away from a Stanley Cup. And the Knicks will look to close things out tomorrow night down in San Antonio. Just a reminder, you can listen to the game live right here on The Fanatic. This update is sponsored by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. The McComb Group supports contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories. From pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands, count on the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Brandon Dutz on the home of the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's a rotation, but Tanner McKee, before, this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner. This isn't about Tanner. But that's probably what I'm most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
They say this is about competitive balance. Should we look at who's in first place right now? The Rays, big spenders. Guardians, they're big spenders. The Brewers, they're often confused with the Dodgers. The A's, until yesterday. Does that seem like a competitive balance problem? Ask the Mets, okay? Ask the Angels. Ask the Tigers and the Astros and the Red Sox and the Giants. They're all terrible. They're all in the top 12 in payroll. So it sounds good to say it's about competitive balance. I think you guys know this is not why these owners are doing this. And honestly, it's not even the biggest issue in their sport. Seriously, this is not a payroll disparity problem. It's a revenue disparity problem. Right now, as the sport works, there's just no path for the Pirates or the Guardians or the Rays to have anywhere near the revenues of the Dodgers. So that's got to be addressed. But it can be addressed with better revenue sharing, with taking that next big new TV deal and divvying up so that it addresses this stuff. And the one thing that I really love that the players proposed yesterday is that reverse luxury tax thing. It says you'd better spend your revenue sharing money or it's going to cost you. If your payroll is under whatever that bottom threshold is, you'll be taxed. Just like if you go over, it'll be taxed. These are the concepts that I think need to be explored, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of fighting to get there.
See, every time I hear this song, I want to hear this version, but I also want to hear. There it is.
Regular.
Regular. No, Michael McDonald stole this from Regular, right?
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg and Warren G.
Yeah, they were first.
Nate Dogg and Warren G.
Yeah.
It was like Annie. Annie took it from Jay-Z. Hard Knock Life.
You know, we often talk about guys. Oh, Michael McDonald will be in Hershey later this month.
Have you seen a show up there?
No, I've never been to Hershey for a show.
Me neither. They get some pretty big acts up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, look, for the people that maybe have already been in the area or are doing something in Atlantic City, they don't want to go to Philly, so they do Hershey. I think it's a pretty smart idea. I would just say, like, that voice, how much butt do you think Michael McDonald got back in the day?
I would hope a lot.
He's probably still doing it. 74. He's still got the vocals. He's out there performing.
Sure. Yeah, being a music star is probably pretty good.
You think women are throwing panties up at him at 74?
Well, if they do to Ray, then I'm assuming might be some granny panties, but
I'll take a pair thrown at me. I don't care if they're big, granny.
Is he single?
Michael McDonald? I don't know.
Probably been a divorce or two in there.
Probably. That's a good bet.
How many rock stars or
spouse? Wow, dude. Is this real? 1983, still married? Come on. See, that's the beautiful thing. I love when you are surprised about love, right? When somebody's been together. Like, isn't Bon Jovi still with his significant other his whole life?
Maybe.
I think that's feel fact.
I know Tony Peroni wishes it was her.
Oh, Bon Jovi.
Oh, God, Bon Jovi. Screw him.
Personal life. This woman has been married to Michael McDonald since 1983.
There you go.
Oh,
Man, that's commitment.
Man. All right, so maybe he isn't getting a lot of ass. I don't know.
All right. There you go. I mean, who knows? Maybe like the Rossini marriage. They have an open marriage.
Is that the latest?
It's a cuck.
Is that the latest out of that?
Thank God the Rossini stuff has calmed down.
She's coming back.
I know.
She'll be back football season. Where do you think she ends up?
I don't think she's back football season.
She's back football season.
I don't. Where does she end up?
Yep.
What does that mean?
She's going to end up in an outlet. Name it.
No, she's not.
I'm telling you.
No, she's not.
I'll bet you right now.
Okay, well, you give me an example then.
I will bet you a case of Utica Club that she is back covering the NFL for, I can't give you the exact outlet, but I can give you an outlet.
Walter Football?
No. Like, I could see, honestly, don't laugh. Big picture stuff. Like a Fox, a CNN, something big.
PBS?
Definitely not PBS. She's back.
C-SPAN?
Just give me this. She's back covering the NFL for an outlet September.
No, I totally disagree.
All right.
Covering football?
Yep.
Here's her path. Podcast.
That's part of it.
Yeah, but she's not. You're telling me she's going back to journalism? That is not happening. That's not. I totally disagree.
That's a feel fact.
I think she can do a football podcast because she can talk football. It's fraudulent. She's making stuff up. But yeah, she can talk football. Reality is she was making over $1 million a year, and before she before she got caught doing this, I thought she's a fraud. I've been saying it for years.
You think she was making $1 million?
She was.
With who? The Athletic?
Google it. Yep.
Dude.
Yep.
What am I doing? Like, I'm scraping nickel.
No, believe me, no. We were talking about during the break. You get rewarded. You get rewarded for when you don't try hard. And I'm not saying that's with her. We were talking about somebody else. But you get rewarded for just like for failing and not even working hard. And it's like, boom, there you go.
I bought a T-shirt. I bought a T-shirt today, a Grateful Dead T-shirt. Go figure. And I literally said to myself, I don't know if I have $40 to spend on that T-shirt. Like, what am I doing?
$40 is a lot of money for a T-shirt.
Yeah, it is. But it was a nice T-shirt.
You buy it?
I bought it.
Okay. Of course you did. Kendall is like, I'm hungry, Daddy. Shut up.
Go see Mommy.
E-Rock calls in. E-Rock was at the Mylata Foundation event last night. Jalen Hurts was there. Our buddy E-Rock. What's up, E-Rock?
Yeah, what's happening? First of all, if anybody's throwing panties at Michael McDonald anymore, there's a Penn's underwear, and I'll take a hard pass on that. Forget about it. But listen, if people did not attend the Mylata Family Foundation launch concert last night, they missed out on an absolutely unbelievable evening. Because what an intimate setting, right? So, like, players were down. They were on that turf field in front of the stage. You know, the players just hanging out at the bar, taking photos, signing autographs. It was an absolutely amazing night. And then all of a sudden, Jalen Hurts shows up. Not only is Jalen Hurts showing up, but he's smiling. He's interacting with his teammates. He's having a good time. And I couldn't help but turn to one of the coaches and say, hey, listen, he looks a lot happier now. And he certainly does. This year, you've seen him out and about. You've seen him, just act human, just act like not like a robot at the press conferences, excited about the offense. I think when we won the Super Bowl, remember when we won the Super Bowl that offseason? Didn't Jalen in the offseason kind of take a dig at Sirianni or something like that? Like, I don't know, you got to go ask Nick or something about that. You got to go talk to Nick about that, something along those lines. This is the first time he's acting like excited about the offense, and you can kind of see that as he interacts with his teammates, like off camera. It was really great to see. And talking to some of those guys, like they are the buy-in into this offense is not just surface level. It's not just, putting on for the fans. Like the buy-in to this offense is genuine. And you've heard players even talk about it in the press conferences where Lane Johnson will say, like, yeah, we always admired this offense from afar, and now we finally have it. I'm jazzed up after that Mulatto Family Foundation.
Look at you.
Concert. Like, I'm all in. Yeah.
So, think about it. What do players want? Players want to be successful. They want to win. They want to get their numbers so they can make more money, right? So what does that? A great offense. So, yeah, and what you said about Jalen and kind of smiling, it's one of the things I said before everybody realized he was going to be traded, or before people actually said, now everybody wants him wanted A.J. Brown traded. Everybody hates him now. But very early on in the process, like you can't, like it's fairly obvious that even though all the teammates loved AJ, you can't go through another season where the guy's demanding a trade during the season. It's other teammates are asked about it. He's going on social media. And like, what does it do to the quarterback? The quarterback knows he's unhappy. The quarterback knows that he's demanding a trade. The quarterback knows he's going on social media and he's complaining. It's not good for business. You can't win like that. So I think it's a relief for a lot of these guys to be able to just move on and not have to deal with this crap anymore.
Johnny, you're 100% correct. Think about where this team is. I mean, everybody knows where they are in their arc. Lane Johnson is on the cusp of retirement. Landon Dickerson, Lord only knows how many years like his body can sustain this, right? Everybody kind of knows where knows the role, and we're at such a critical point because this Mannion thing is either really going to work or it's really going to not. And 8-8 is really not. This team is too talented to have a good offense and not. So this is so critical. You can't have somebody who's just not on board poison like the fly in the ointment. I think the guys didn't say it, and nobody's ever going to say it. But you can't convince me there isn't a sense of relief that now it's like, okay, everybody else wants to be here, right? Everybody else is on the same page, right? Jordan Davis, you're 10 toes down. Brandon Graham's trying to fight to get back into the building. Yep. You know what I mean? So, like, everybody wants to be here who's here. So that's a good thing.
Hell yeah. There he is, E-Rock, everybody. E-Rock, you were looking handsome last night as usual, E-Rock. You hung up.
The man. Yeah, dude, he like, legit football conversation, right? I'm telling you, this is going to be a fun offseason to discuss. He gave me goosebumps.
I saw that.
I'm excited about what.
Is he in Club Hurts?
Oh, you know E-Rock is. Look, he's an honorary member, no doubt.
He just needs to tell you,
yo,
I'm in.
Give me the wink. Give me the nod. Oh, we do have breaking news out of headquarters at Club Hurts.
What you got?
We found out who hacked the account. It was Drake May.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, Drake May hacked our account. Stupid. So stupid.
Club Hurts.
Club Hurts. 1@gmail.com.
All right. The number one.
Uno.
The number one. All right. Coming up, we have the YouTube chat recap, and we have more jingles. We had a big jingle conversation. More jingles. YouTube chat recap. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
We know Nick Sirianni will meet with media again today at 12:30. Yesterday, the questioning entirely about A.J. Brown. What is your number one question outside of A.J. that you want to hear from the Eagles head coach at this point in the offseason?
There's a lot I want to ask Nick that doesn't have to do with A.J. Brown. And the top of my list, to be honest with you, is Tanner McKee still your backup quarterback? Because when I'm watching practice, Andy Dalton's been the backup quarterback. And you can say there's a rotation, but Tanner McKee, before this season, there was a lot of optimism in that building about this guy, and he was the unquestioned number 2 last year, and that hasn't been the case this year. They brought in Andy Dalton. Behind the scenes, you kept hearing, no, this isn't about Tanner. This isn't about Tanner. But that's probably what I'm most interested in hearing is what they look at the backup quarterback spot.
Is the plan to keep Joel, and can you say with 100% certainty that Joel Embiid is back for 2026?
Yeah, Joel's ours right now. I've had great conversations with him. We FaceTimed. I'm actually going to see him in a couple days to kind of sit down in person with him. But, we just got to get Joel on the court. Obviously when he plays, we're really good. He's still a dominant force. I mean, he can get 25 in his sleep. And I know he's self-motivated. Obviously he doesn't like the questions about him not being available, but he wants to play. He wants to be on the court. And, that's on me. That's on our whole staff and Nick and the whole building to get him to his best self.
They say this is about competitive balance. Should we look at who's in first place right now? The Rays, big spenders. Guardians, they're big spenders. The Brewers, they're often confused with the Dodgers. The A's, until yesterday. Does that seem like a competitive balance problem? Ask the Mets, okay? Ask the Angels. Ask the Tigers and the Astros and the Red Sox and the Giants. They're all terrible. They're all in the top 12 in payroll. So it sounds good to say it's about competitive balance. I think you guys know this is not why these owners are doing this. And honestly, it's not even the biggest issue in their sport. Seriously, this is not a payroll disparity problem. It's a revenue disparity problem. Right now, as the sport works, there's just no path for the Pirates or the Guardians or the Rays to have anywhere near the revenues of the Dodgers. So that's got to be addressed. But it can be addressed with better revenue sharing, with taking that next big new TV deal and divvying up so that it addresses this stuff. And the one thing that I really love that the players proposed yesterday is that reverse luxury tax thing that says you'd better spend your revenue sharing money or it's going to cost you. If your payroll is under whatever that bottom threshold is.
Thank God it's
Friday. Thank God it's Friday, Sean.
Amen to that.
Tomorrow night, you're in Manayunk?
Yes, sir. Oh, we got a big weekend in front of us. Tonight, up in Union for the big USA game, 9 p.m. Union Yards up in Chester. So if you're in the area, stop on out for the game. I think it's free for everybody. I don't think you need a ticket, all that. I know you don't. Excuse me. Sorry. Tomorrow, back on the air, 10 to 1, right here.
Oh, look at you.
Jam-packed show. Roy Burton, we're going to talk some fantasy. Tansy's on the show talking some soccer. Sam Ostry talking some hoop. Let's go. And then 6 p.m. down in Manayunk and Canal Side. Oh, by the way, Sunday at Tradesman's.
Look at you, busy weekend.
Say hi to my family for me, please.
Yeah, really.
Last day at kindergarten. Oh, my daughter.
Yeah, so we got done last Thursday. So we've been out of school because I was still seeing the school buses around this week, and I'm like, oh, like everybody's out of school. No, nobody was out of school except us.
Except you guys.
Yep.
Extra week of babysitting?
Yep. Yeah, because camp doesn't start till next week. My middle girl had basketball camp Monday through Thursday, but still, it's like you're juggling.
Yeah.
My wife's working from home, and now today she's got all three home, and she's working from home. And, you know how that's going to go.
Yep.
Yeah, these kids.
It's tough, man.
No, they were already fighting and hitting each other before I left for work this week.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
I got my little girl thumbed me in the eye yesterday because I was trying to. She was mad. I was talking about the braiding incident. Well, something else happened later, and she was holding the door shut. She wouldn't let me in my bathroom. So she's 4 years old, and so she's like, not that I can't open the door. Obviously, she weighs 40 pounds, but I was like, Bella, like, open the door. Like, stop blocking the door. Stop blocking the door. So then I finally get in there. Like, I break through the door, and then she's just, like, spazzing out and, like, whatever. So I get her out of the bathroom, and she's, like, trying to fight me. She thumbed me in the eye. Got me right in the left eye. It was watering all over the place. Well, it's
a good wrestling move.
She does this thing where, like, when I try to pick her up because she refuses to comply, and I'm saying the whole time, Bella, you're not being hurt. I'm not holding you. I'm not holding you. I'm not hurting you. Because she'll go, owie, 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 owie. And Liz will be like, don't hurt her. Like, Liz will be downstairs. Stop hurting her. And I'm like, she's manipulating you. I'm not hurting her. So I'll be like, Bella, I'm not hurting you. I'm not holding you. I'm not treating you roughly. Like, I'm just trying to get you out of the bathroom. Owie, owie, owie. So that was me. I was trying to do laundry. Was that we had the call yesterday?
Got all three. Oof.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the one. He's teething. That's it.
Oh, man, the teething.
Yep. He won't sleep.
Oh, so you're in one of those phases where that's the bad teething.
Oh, yeah.
Do you give him Tylenol or Motrin for that?
No, I don't think we've given him anything, but we should give him Tylenol if he needs it.
Might want to try it.
Yeah.
Might help.
Yeah.
It's tough, though.
NyQuil, actually.
Give a kid NyQuil. Yeah, give a double dose of NyQuil.
Good night.
Hey, we're flying. A little Benadryl. Your allergies are bothering you, huh, kid? There you go. All right. Do we have a couple voice memos there, Dutsy? Brandon Dutt's doing a good job running the show today. Ray's coming up at 2 o'clock. How about the Ricky and Ray show?
How about that?
Yeah. All right.
Hey, Ray.
Voice memos. What do we got?
So I'm happy auto parts where saving money starts. It's Jimmy's Used Auto Parts.
Angry Al.
Angry Al is a jingle singer. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's good radio.
He also, I guess he didn't send it in, but he just texted me the Alka-Seltzer.
Yes.
Jingle.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I haven't had an Alka-Seltzer in a while.
Where you drop them in the actual. Who does, though? I can't imagine a lot of people are dropping Alka-Seltzer tablets in water.
Man. I did when I was working in the bars, the industry. Yeah, I used to have Alka-Seltzer. Boom, pop it in.
Because it helps with headache, too?
Well, yeah, they had it all. The all-encompassing Alka-Seltzer. But, yeah, man. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. It's, I took a little bit for, stomach. That's what, heartburn.
Right.
Heartburn,
no, I mean,
heartburn.
like, I don't have, thankfully, I don't have a heartburn issue, but I do have, like, if I get gassy, I have Gas-X at home that I'll take.
Imodium's my go-to.
Imodium AD.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Mylanta guy.
If I go on vacation, I got to travel with like a 10-pack. Imodium. The anti-diarrhea.
What about Pepto?
I don't like the taste of Pepto.
Chalky.
Yeah, very chalky.
Oh,
that and Tums.
I don't like Tums.
That's why I like Alka-Seltzer, because you just plop it in and just
lemon
chug
lime
it.
flavor.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
There you go.
All right. Another memo. What you got?
All right, it's 200 degrees out here, but take this one. My buddy, wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, and me.
It's elite.
Yeah, my buddy doll. Now, did you have the kid sister? That's the question. Kid sister?
Kid sister, and me. It was the same. It was like a Nickelback song. It's all the same thing.
That's it.
Just different words. That was Wu from the YouTube chat.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a My Buddy generation guy. I didn't have a My Buddy, but I remember the commercials.
Yeah, definitely not.
The 1 o'clock hour of the program brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Morgenstern Hair, 3 locations, championship results, Bala Kinwood, Wayne, Lancaster. 610-831-HAIR, morgensternhair.com. All right, let's hit the YouTube chat recap. Dutsy, what do you got?
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about fill us in?
Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie.
Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Today's Brace Holiday Trivia. This Sunday is Flag Day. Which flag is celebrated? Andy from the chat.
Which flag is celebrated for Flag Day? It is Pride Month, so is that the flag? No.
It's not the Pride flag?
It's not the Pride flag?
It's not.
I'm going to guess USA. Is that correct? I would assume yes.
What do you mean you don't know, Dutz?
Dutz is like, I don't know.
Yes.
I have no idea, man. I
Yes,
have no
Flag
idea.
Day celebrates the.
That is correct.
But aren't you human? Were you raised in this
Sometimes.
country? You were raised in this country.
I was, yes.
Flag Day's the American flag. I hope.
Well, yeah, what else would it be?
I know.
Of course.
But Sean sometimes doesn't know the fairly obvious to many.
No, and you know what the fun stuff is the fact that you can stumble into some conversation from it. The Betsy Ross deal, of course, here in Philadelphia. So, when you think of the flag, right?
Oh, because she was sewing it.
There you go.
Or was she knitting it? Was it knitting or sewing?
I think she had the sewing machine, actually, back in those days.
Are you a grand old flag? What's your go-to national anthem? Like, not the national anthem, but if you're going God Bless America, do you go Keep Your Eye on the Grand Old Flag?
Yeah, that's it.
I like that one. It's underrated.
Yeah, that's the one I go with.
You're not a Kate Smith God Bless America?
No.
That's it. The Kate Smith God Bless America. Go on YouTube. Goosebumps. Man.
Oh, it's great. And
my God.
I was honestly hoping that they were going to pull it out during the series. Why not? Go back to it. You go from
they didn't. Well, you go Lauren Hart now.
I know, but Lauren,
you had the controversy.
Well, I know.
They would do the duet.
But the combo, the duet.
Do they not do the Kate Scott at all anymore? She got canceled?
Yeah, they got canceled. I mean, I think we can run it back, right? Bygones be bygones. It's a new day.
That's your take. I have no comment.
I don't even know what she got canceled over, so let's just put that out there. But, I mean, it was a long time ago,
it was
right?
It was a long time ago. It was some...
like 50s?
So she was talking about something that was considered racist.
Okay.
Or she was saying things that was considered racist. But if you look at it when she said it, it was still racist, but was it considered racist by a lot of people?
I get it. I understand it from the Flyers' perspective. Why even dig it up? But it was still pretty cool.
Should all acquaintance be forgot? Keep your eye on the grand old flag. All right, what's next?
I don't know what to expect from the Phillies. I want to believe they play up tonight, but I also don't have my hopes up. Colby from the chat.
Yeah, I think they're losing 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's stone cold. Now, look, could surprise us. Took 2 or 3 against the Blue Jays.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I thought they'd lose 2 or 3 of the Dodgers. They did. They just swept the Padres, so it was okay.
Pitching is not in our favor this weekend.
It is not. No, that's true. What's next?
Wearing a backwards hat over a fake hairline is wild. It's like putting a tarp over a roof that isn't even there. What are you protecting, John? The adhesive? If Bayless from the chat.
So there's no adhesive. This is my real growing hair. There's no adhesive. This isn't sewn onto my head. Now the hat, the backwards hat it's a Bet Parks hat.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Bet Parks guy. But also I'm dressed. This is not total yacht rock, but I have a pair of shorts. I have a shirt on that's from Oahu.
Uh-huh.
And I have a backwards hat on. It's Friday in the summertime, baby.
I dig it. You don't have to explain it to me, but
I think I'm going to the beach. And I have my Havaianas on, so I'm ready to hit the beach.
Are you really going to the beach?
No.
Oh, okay.
May go to the pool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go to the pool later. All right, what's next?
Club Hertz is about to be under new management because Brace isn't that guy. Money Mar from the chat.
Come on. No, trust me. The good thing is Shirley's in charge of the paperwork. I'm just the mouthpiece. So you gotta play your hits, play to your strengths. That's my strength. I'm just a mouthpiece.
It is. No, you're. No,
Petrilli is the money guy. I'm the guy that's trying to get
and
the
now
word out.
Now you have a social media manager.
Yeah, we do need a social media.
No, you
manager.
have one. They're in North Carolina.
It's Drake May. Damn it.
Whoever hacked your account. All right, what's next?
Honest question. What was the plan if Marsh, Crawford, or Garcia got hurt? Clearly there wasn't a plan since they only carried 3 outfielders. What's Dave's idea? Sean in Cinnaminson.
Yeah, man, you're right. The depth is, that's the YouTube chat recap. The depth is atrocious. And, yeah, everything's great. It's kind of how I look at the Eagles' offensive line. Yeah, like if all those guys are healthy and they're good, everything's fine. But if Landon Dickerson's banged up and he can't play, now you're relying on who? And if like Lane Johnson goes down, now Fred Johnson, so it's a depth issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody's going to stay healthy.
Yeah, the depth is definitely an issue. That's why I say go out there and be aggressive now. Don't wait to the trade deadline. If you know of a target that could absolutely help your club,
Derek Hill.
Be aggressive.
That's what they did.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, coming up next is it's the Ricky and Ray show.
Hey, Ray.
We need a theme for it too. Is it the Odd Couple theme song?
On TV, Ray getting some shine.
Yep. Oh man, it's going to be more DM dating with Ray.
Does Ray request the garage? Have it on all TVs down there?
Oh, he'll be at the garage at 6:25 after he gets off the air at 6.
That's me. Look at me.
Yeah. All right, guys, coming up next. We'll talk to you soon.